some Sal stories I should share with you that I think are pretty interesting. You know, Sal's in a shitty marriage, though. I mean, that's putting it nicely. You know, the two of them are pretty distant from one another, especially since Sal figured out that she was texting her emotional friend. But
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's weird. I like to think that all the stuff on the air is just a little exaggerated, because I was with them this weekend. They
seemed loving?
Well, I mean, you know,
I heard while he was on stage, she didn't even go to the show. She was in the casino, like, at some party.
She was at the show, but afterwards, Sal went one way and she went the other way, supposedly. I wasn't there. I was told she was gambling at a craps table or something, and Sal was in a club, so I think they were separate.
I heard it was the other way around.
Oh.
That Sal was gambling and she was at the club. Yeah.
I don't know. I was there, and I even told Sal to come back up, you know, so we could hang out, and he texted me and goes, ask her what she wants to do. And I texted him back, dude, that's not my job.
When marriages get bad, that's like, ask her. He doesn't even say her name, right? Like, I was reading Guy Ritchie now is divorced from Madonna, and he refers to her as it, like it's in a bad mood now.
Oh, no.
It probably doesn't want to see me right now. He calls her it.
Wow.
That's a good move.
Puts the lotion in the basket.
So Madonna's publicist was pretty funny. She released a statement saying, it has been in a very good mood since our divorce. Yeah.
I can think of worse words. You know, her is actually quite nice if you think about it.
Did you get along with your, like, you guys didn't even hang out at Foxwoods?
We did a little bit, you know, but there was an after party, and she wanted to go to that. And you know what? You're in a casino, so when in Rome...
Well, I heard guys were hitting on her and stuff. And
every guy hit on her.
She looked very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know she's an easy target. Huh?
Yeah.
She's vulnerable. So here's a great story I heard about you, and tell me if it's true.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oof.
Sal gets up, there's tons of snow. First thing he does is he calls John Hein. All these guys treat John Hein like they're his dad, you know? John Hein came in last night into the city and stayed here so he could be here on time. But so Sal was bummed out. I think he was trying to get a ride with John Hein. But anyway.
I went to start up my car first, and it wouldn't start because I had, you know, it had 1,000 pounds of snow on top.
So Sal comes back in, and his wife's asleep, and she goes, what's wrong? And he goes, oh, my God, there's tons of snow out there. I can't even get the car out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't get out.
I said, I'm going to hop in the shower, and I'm going to try again to get the snow off and try to start it again.
Right. Car wouldn't even, you know, it was a mess.
It's 4 in the morning.
Sal finishes his shower, goes out, looks out the window. His wife is nowhere to be found. She's in her pajamas out there shoveling like a mad woman to get Sal's car out of the snow.
You're kidding!
You know, this was really weird because she doesn't do anything for him.
Right.
You know, they hate each other.
She needs him out of there.
So Sal's like, what the? So what do you think's going on? She obviously wants Sal out.
Yeah,
Sal, that is
the only thing that was missing was
like through your mind.
Like the psycho music was going through my head.
Sal, that is
She
crazy.
was digging that fucking snow like there was a buried treasure under it. And you see her in her pajamas, the snow's up to her knees, and snow is flying everywhere.
Do you like a beaver eating a piece of wood?
Yeah, right. Like when you put through a wood chipper, snow. Right. I'm like, what the fuck?
And
is
she got
doing?
you out, right?
Oh, she got the car started.
Yeah.
My car was. You'd think my car just came out of Boca Raton. There wasn't a.
You look like you weren't even.
There wasn't a drop of fucking snow. Wait, but not only that, not only is my car done.
Yeah.
Just in case my car couldn't get out of the driveway, she started the truck. The truck was on. Wow. So then I go, wow. I go, you got it started? She goes, yeah, I got started. She goes, listen, just try to get out. If you can, I got my truck. So I get in the car, and I'm pulling out, and then she runs back out. She goes, are you okay? I go, yeah. She goes, well, if you want, the kids are sleeping. I'm going to wake up Antonio, give him the cell phone number, and I'll drive you to the train station. I'm like, I got it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Why do you think it is? What's going on today that she needs you out?
Well, she doesn't have. She drives the bus for a preschool.
Not today, she doesn't.
But right, they emailed her last night saying that she doesn't have to work, so she was home today.
Yeah.
And I think that when she found out I could possibly be home with her.
You think that's the best case scenario? What do you think? Do you think she has something going on in the house?
No, I don't know.
You see, you're putting stuff in his head. Sal is thinking.
I'm putting
Sal's
stuff in
just
my
thinking.
head.
See, Sal, you're thinking she's annoyed with your company, so she wants you out.
Right.
Howard is going to a much darker place.
I wonder if anyone else has the day off today.
Oh yeah.
You scumbag piece of shit.
Well,
me?
No, yeah,
I didn't do it.
That's true, but no, I don't think that's
He's
the case.
thinking she has plans to have company.
Of course.
But my wife, I swear, she wouldn't even get me ketchup. If it's in hands distance, and she's out there 4 in the morning shoveling the snow.
Proving out Howard.
It was like a scene out of Survivor. Like it seemed like there was going to be a big reward at the end of it, and she got me out of there.
What is that? There is a reward.
Yeah.
She's got something going on.
She got a date.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay,
What's going on?
Maybe she was being nice to me.
Here's going. That's well, whatever.
Sure.
That's the best case scenario, but I don't think that's true. To argue, because I'm trying not to think like Howard here, but of course, as a man, I do sometimes think he's right. But the kids are home all day, right? Are the kids home all day?
Today they are because there's no school.
Right. So what?
Yeah, but I mean, you
Well, my kids are they're downstairs in their basement on their computers. They play their laptops.
Yeah, but if she's having someone over, Howard,
She ain't having someone over the kids. though, is she?
Right.
No, not that I know. But
I mean, when you followed her,
The one thing that
you caught her
killed
in
me-
the car with a dude, right? So
I
The
never
kids weren't in the car.
I
but
never
I mean, she
told you
wasn't
this.
doing it. No, what?
This one thing kills me, man. I mean, I could take a good joke and I'm rolling with the punches. I have to, otherwise I'd kill myself.
Right.
But one day there was a problem with the swing set, and my wife asked me to fix it.
Right.
And I didn't get around to it. And while the kids were home, she invited him over to fix my swing set. That was the one thing that drove me absolutely.
My God.
Well, salad should drive you crazy.
Dude.
She invited over the emotional friend
Yeah.
to fix the kid's swing set while they were home.
My gracious.
Well, again, they
Out
worked.
of all the people to call, she calls him.
In her defense, they worked together, so they kind of knew of him. But he came over and fixed my children's swing set.
It's over,
And you
Johnny.
don't think there was flirting going on? And come on, I mean, what?
Back then, this was prior to me busting her.
Right.
You
and
know,
he's doing well.
But still, I mean, to know that, you know, that's what my dad did to me. You know, the beautician next door to the pizza place used to cut my hair.
Right.
And my dad made me kiss her goodbye, and he was fucking this broad.
Right.
Until one day my mom came coming in, and she tackled a lady in the beauty parlor.
Do you think your kids prefer him over the house? Like when she was shoveling like a mad woman to get you out. Do you think like he might be coming over today?
No, I don't
Maybe
think so.
they prefer when he, fun dad?
No.
When is Snow Day Dad coming?
He'll take him sledding.
Yeah. Well, you know, what are you going to do?
That is hilarious.
But again, to see her work that hard, I definitely, once I started driving to the train station, I said to myself, wow, she's working awfully hard to get me the fuck out of here today.
Call her up
Oh,
now
yeah.
and tell her because of the snow you're coming right home.
Believe me, she'll
screaming.
have a ton of things to do.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Oh, man.
She cleans the house, so.
So would you say this weekend was a good weekend? You had fun with her?
I played a lot by myself, so that was a lot of fun. And then,
Because of the snow, does the emotional friend have the day off today?
I don't know. I don't know his schedule. I don't know. I know they no longer
Well,
work.
she has the day off.
They don't
has-
work together.
Wait a second. Hold a second. She has the day off because of the snow?
Right.
The emotional friend works with her, right?
No.
No longer. So
Oh,
as
no
far
longer.
as I know.
What do you mean as far as you know?
Well, I heard he's no longer there.
Really?
Yeah. And
Who told you that? She did?
Yeah, of course. I'll take a word for it.
I bet you he's got the day off.
That's why Sal had to get out of there.
Why are you staying married to her?
I love her. You know, we get
He
along.
can't afford to leave.
You can't afford to leave.
No, I don't want to keep bringing that up. I love my wife.
You can't
we get
afford to leave.
along. She's
It's
a
true.
great mother. We had some Action Jackson that night at the casino. I'll admit that.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
And
so
it
it was a good weekend.
She was drunk off her ass. I don't think she knew who was touching her. But
Did she file rape charges against you?
No. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Only you piled on, right? There were no other people there.
No, not that I can remember. So that was it.
What are
It
you
doesn't
eating now,
sound
Artie?
like there's any trust there.
Artie, what are you eating now?
Turkey burger.
Man, that's
He has been eating since the show started.
This is the one you turned.
It's healthy, yeah.
You know, but this is nothing unusual, is it? I mean, this is Artie.
I don't notice him eating this much every day.
Oh, yeah.
You ought to see. You ought to see.
It's an orgy.
Howard, can I talk? Artie had some trouble with his helicopter this weekend as well.
Oh, yeah, tell that story, Artie. What happened?
A helicopter.
You have no idea. This is the craziest fucking.
Artie
thing.
has a helicopter?
I don't have one, but there's this guy, a former cop who I met through some people who has a helicopter, he has access to these things.
By the way, I love how George stares at you when you tell a story and you totally ignore him.
Well, I'm talking.
I'm just saying I like it. I just like the dynamic of it.
It's when I tell a story.
Reagan?
Yeah. You stare at him lovingly.
It's weird when I tell a story on the air. It's like I do tend to talk to you. So I got to look away from him.
I'm just saying it's an interesting dynamic. Go ahead.
Thank you.
George is not insulted.
Me and George choreographed this whole fucking thing.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened?
So. I've been taking helicopters to some gigs, like, you know, if it's out on Eastern Long Island and stuff, you save time. So we're going up to Foxwoods, and they have a helipad, not even 2-minute drive away from the big casino there.
Wow.
So we decided to take the helicopter. Now, it's me, JD, the kid who took over for Ted, Timmy, and this guy, Mike, Helicopter Mike, we call him.
Right.
And he's, he knows security. He's an ex-cop. He used to drive. He learned how to fly a helicopter in the military. He's real, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
And he's very cautious. We've done it a bunch of times, and I've always felt very safe. So I sit in the front, and I was just like in a zone. I put my hood on, and I wasn't listening to any of the radio stuff going back and forth. So it's like a 50-minute flight up there, and out of the nowhere, out of the Connecticut woods comes Foxwoods and the MGM Grand. They rise up like out of the woods. It's weird. Like you see these two big fucking buildings.
Right.
And we're like, oh, okay, I'm good. We're finally gonna land because it's cramped. So it's pitch black out now because we left late, about 6 o'clock, and it's completely dark. He circles the buildings a couple of times, and we don't land. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Is this guy fucking with me? Because I just want to land. And he seems like in a little bit more of a panic than I've ever seen him. And I go, Mike, what's going on? He goes, the helipad has no lights on, and there's no one down there. So I don't know where we're going to land. I go, what are you talking about? He said, the helipad has to be lit because I can't land. I can't land on a helipad. So there's no radio communication. Everybody just left the helipad.
Oh my God! What's with those Indians who run the place?
Well, what happened was the story we got afterwards was
probably a big tribal council.
We were supposed to be there at a certain time.
Yeah.
And we were. They waited for half an hour, and then they just closed up shop. They shut the lights and left. These people just left and shut the lights to the helipad. And he goes, dude, I said, can you land in the dark? He's like, well, there could be wires around. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, you could die.
So now they're not answering us, and it's an 8 o'clock show. It's 6:30, and we're circling the fucking Foxwoods Hotel. So...
And doesn't security realize that there's a helicopter hovering?
Can't they hear you?
Now, Tim gets out his thing and texts to the woman who he's in contact with, who's supposed to meet us there and take us to the rooms. Look, tell somebody to get out to the helipad and turn the lights on, but she's not answering.
Oh, yeah,
so this guy makes like an executive decision, I guess, and he just starts looking around for houses that have big backyards.
Wow.
And he finds, he eyeballs a house, and this guy really knows what he's doing because he noticed that they were burning their garbage in this house.
Right.
And when I tell you this is Connecticut, 2.5 hours outside of New York City, it might as well have been the rural Kentucky woods.
Wow.
It was like they were burning garbage. They had like a potbelly stove. He could tell they probably didn't have electricity that went out to the house, so there were no wires around.
Wow.
So he could probably land there. So they have this big outdoor field, and we essentially landed in these people's backyards. These people are having dinner.
Did they come running out of the house?
Yeah, they're having dinner. Okay.
Oh my God, that's
and
funny.
it's a guy, his friend, the guy's son, and the other friend, and they're just enjoying dinner, and all of a sudden, the helicopter just like we just land in their backyard.
Were you scared?
You know what? I was never scared. I was more just like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Because the guy is such a good pilot, we were never out of control.
Wow.
He just was looking for a place to land. So
it's like your clit too.
right. So I go, what are you doing, Mike? What are we doing? He goes, I have to land in this backyard. I got to figure out what's going on. So deer all scatter. You can see the deer moving away, and we land in this open field.
Wow.
And which is essentially the backyard of these people's houses. Now they start come running out, and they look like.
Get our guns. We're being invaded by aliens.
That's what they look like. They look like these three guys come out who were rednecky kind of guys, but they were the nicest fucking guys in the world.
Right.
They were like, "What's the matter? You got problems?" The other guy was in like Vietnam or something.
Right.
So he's looking for action. He's like, I mean, he was like he was having a flashback. What do you got? You got engine trouble, pal, or what's going on? And he goes, "No, they wouldn't put the helipad lights on at the Foxwoods." And and now the Foxwoods are within eye distance of their house. They go, Foxwoods? We go, yeah. They said, what's that? I go, the enormous casino that's 2 feet from here.
It's like they're Amish.
He goes, we just hate
pretending it's not there.
He goes, we just hate those motherfuckers. So now, here's the funny part.
Right.
All right? We land in this field that's surrounded by trees. We get out, and we go into their house. And I say to the guy, I say to the one guy, JD has this part on tape, but the guy wouldn't sign a release. We got his phone number. The one guy, Kyle, he was very suspicious of everything. He was a military guy.
Right.
And I said, what's your name? He goes, Kyle. I go, what's your last name? He goes, Kyle. And I said, he goes, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I go, I'm a comedian. I'm performing at the Foxwoods tonight. He goes, you're a comedian? I said, yeah. I said, I'm on the Howard Stern show. Have you ever heard of Howard Stern? He goes, I heard of Howard Stern. He goes, but who are you? And I said, well, I'm a comedian. I work with him on the radio and I'm telling jokes. And he goes, have a beer. And I go, well, I'm on the wagon. He goes, have a beer. He just opens a beer and hands it to me. Meanwhile, okay, helicopter Mike gets on the phone and he finally gets them to put the helipad lights on. They go, we're sorry, we just didn't. I said, half an hour we're late and you just abandoned the fucking thing. So he gets them to put the lights back on. So now I learned a little bit about helicopters. We run back out to the field, run to the guy's backyard, and we all get back in the helicopter. But to get out, to get out.
Meanwhile, this negates all the time you were supposed to be saving.
Exactly.
Right.
And I wanted to get to my room and relax for an hour before the show. None of that's happening now.
Right. That's over.
Yeah. So I have to get there.
You're with Cal.
Get there, throw a shirt on, and just go on stage. So we get back in the helicopter. Me, Tim, JD, and helicopter Mike. Now, to get out of the woods, you have to do what they call 110% power thrust. Okay. You have to go straight up.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, you're stuck there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go out on an angle. So he goes, dude, there's way too much weight on this helicopter for me to do this. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, you know what? You have to get off the helicopter, otherwise I can't get.
You or them all?
Well, he said to me, he was laughing. He goes, well, listen.
Well, why not get rid of all those other guys?
For goodness sake, throw out the other two guys.
Let him stay with Kyle's house.
He goes, we're about 300 pounds off. So Tim is 5'1".
Right.
JD is about $150. So I'm doing the math and I'm going, them together don't add up.
No, but if you add up all their weights, it would be 300.
But
no?
not the two guys, man.
No.
Like it was weird. Like I clearly had to go.
Wow.
So he goes. So he tries it once. He goes, nope, this ain't gonna happen. And
you held down a helicopter.
Right.
That's got to be incentive to go on.
You know, you got to drop a couple. So he tries it once. He tries it twice. And he goes, dude, this ain't gonna happen. We start to spin a little bit. I go, well, fuck it. Just put it down. Just put it down.
Right.
And to this guy's credit, helicopter Mike, he is so safe with everything. He's like, we can't do this. I said, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? He goes, these guys will have to drive you to the gigs.
Right.
Oh my God.
So now me, we leave the helicopter in the backyard, and we just put it there. The military guy Kyle is like, I'll take care of it. I don't want to fly one. You want me to fly it over to the helipad? And he's like, no, just leave it in your backyard. Do us a favor.
Yeah.
So the other guy has a van that like barely starts.
Kyle's friend.
Kyle's friend has a van.
Yeah.
And
now these guys are driving you to Foxwoods?
This guy's driving me to Foxwoods.
Oh, my God.
I go, do you know how to get to Foxwoods? He goes, well, we'll find it. It's right over there. You can see the lights, I go, I know a road that'll take us over there. So now we figure all of us will go. And then Mike will get me situated. He'll go back, get the helicopter, and then land it where it has to be. So me, JD, Tim, helicopter Mike getting this guy's van.
He left the helicopter there?
He left the helicopter there. And then the guy Kyle is going, you sure you don't want me to fly the thing? He's like, no, Kyle, just don't touch the helicopter.
Right.
So this guy drives us to the show.
Wow.
And he goes,
did you give him some sort of reward?
Well, here's what happened. He drives us to the show. I go, do you have any interest in coming to my show? And he's like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah. You don't seem that funny.
You tell me one of your jerks.
And I said, well, do you like going over there? Can I get you a free room? He goes, nah, we just stay at our place mostly. And they say that at 11 o'clock, the guy said, if you want to come back after the show at 11 o'clock, they're getting like 4 blonde hookers. Like, they just live their own lives, these guys.
Right.
And so the guy drives us, and the guy driving us was they were all great. They fucking saved our life.
Right.
And the guy driving says, my family's from the Bronx. I know Howard. He goes, I watched the show. I seen you on there. I go, thanks, man. So he pulls us up to the fucking MGM Grand, and you know there's all security waiting for our limo to pull up. We pull up in a fucking van that barely operates with this guy, and I gave the guy $500.
Wow.
Which, I mean, the guy couldn't. I said, you know what? I bet Foxwoods would probably be responsible for this, but the guy helped us out immediately, and I said, I'm not going to make you wait. Foxwoods will take forever.
Right.
I had money on me because I was going to gamble.
Right.
And I had a few grand on me, so I gave the guy $500, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Just paid their mortgage for a year.
Now this house, Howard, was Howard. It's you know, you say Fred grew up in a rural area. Now I believe it. This is Connecticut. There was like they were living in a log cabin with no electricity.
Why doesn't the helicopter guy get back in the helicopter and fly? Like, in other words, why did he have to drive? He left the helicopter at the Kyle's house?
Because he also worked security, and he he tours with @𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, the Skinner guy.
Yeah.
And his objective is to make sure I'm safe too. He's a real professional, so he goes, "I'm going to go with you."
Oh, okay.
And he got so he drove us there. We gave the guy $500. I go, share this with Kyle, you know. And he goes, I will. So. I got ready. I did the gig. Everything went fine. The guy was real.
How were the blonde hookers?
Well, we didn't go back for that, but I think we should have.
Yeah.
And he went back, got the helicopter. They took care of it, didn't touch it. He flies, gets to the helipad, lands it again, and we got the whole story.
Wow, all right. Well, glad you're safe and sound.
Right now.
Nothing. I think she did a nice thing. You know what I think? I think it's exactly what Artie said. I don't think she wanted to be cooped up in the house with me all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I think. You know, I don't think anything else.
Now, Howard's saying he thinks it's something else. Is that getting to you at all? Or do you think it's just...
No matter what I do, no matter what angle we take, I think Howard would say it's, you know, this guy is, you know, he's involved. I mean, it must be, it has to do something with the emotional front. I don't think that's the case. Definitely not. So
things are going good?
Great. Fantastic. Never better. She was helping out. She was, you know, shoveling snow at 4 in the morning to make sure I get to work on time.
How many times has she done that in the past?
Never. Okay, so, you know, hey, every guy should have, you know what? You know, sometimes you don't get along with your wife. Sometimes she doesn't get along with you. You know, you have your differences. But if something good could come out of it, like somebody shoveling your car out of the driveway at 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe sometimes it pays to, you know, to have some problems in your marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If she didn't hate me so much, I'd be stuck at home right now with her. So there is, you know, there is some.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? And how are you? Well, as you can see, Artie is not here. Gary, can you tell me about the phone call you got from Art? There is a situation that has developed.
Really?
What's going on with Artie? Wait a second. Where's your microphone? How dare you? Go ahead.
I guess it was about 10 after 5 this morning. I'm driving in, and the phone rings. Usually it's Sal to tell me he missed his train at Jamaica, but it was Artie, which I was sort of surprised at. And I said, hey, what's up? And he goes, listen, dude. He goes, I got up. It was dark in the house, and I walked into a bookcase or something. And he goes, I hit my eye. He goes, there's blood all over the place. Oh. He goes, I called a cab. I'm on my way to the emergency room, and I'm like, he goes, I guess I'll be in later. I'm like, well, Artie, just go and get it taken care of. Just, you know, call me as soon as everything's done to tell me how you're doing. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what happened, and hopefully the emergency room isn't that full, and I'll talk to you later.
That's a pretty good Artie impression.
Jeez.
You did a really good Artie impression there.
Thanks. I talk to him a lot like that.
Dude.
I have more conversations.
Did he say dude?
Hey, I walked into it.
He said a bookcase or a cabinet.
Wow.
I think he said a cat. I think he said he
What,
worked.
is his apartment booby-trapped?
I was saying to Howard, Artie doesn't sleep like a regular person, so like he falls down and sleeps for like 17 hours. And when you wake up like that, it's dark. Sometimes, I don't know.
Artie keeps going until he sleeps for like 2 days straight.
It's dark. Of course it's dark. It's dark every morning when you get up.
I know. I don't know. I have no explanation.
Can you do an impression of Artie at the emergency room and how that's going to go like?
Hey, listen, I hit a bookcase and there's blood all over the place. He gets stitched me up. I got to get to work.
There you go. He's good. Fla fla flola. He has
hit
an impression.
His eye?
Or his head or his eye.
Good Lord.
Again, I was like,
who knows?
I was so unprepared for the call.
Gary doing the Artie impression almost perfectly.
Well, why didn't he just sit in the chair?
Because I have no material.
Do you really think he's at an emergency room?
Yes. See, I always believe Artie.
Where do you think he would be? Like if he's
Back
not
to sleep.
Oh, you think he just wanted to sleep? But then he'd have to come in at some point with stitches. He clearly told me he's getting stitches.
You'd have to put Band-Aids on.
Matt, you're on the air.
Hospital.
Jersey City, New Jersey. Hey now.
Just call and let you know there ain't no way in hell Artie's making it in today.
What's the over/under here? I mean, what are the chances of Artie actually making it?
He'd have so he's probably at the hospital now. They'd have to stitch him up.
If he gets in, I mean, who knows what's in the emergency
problem,
room?
Right. But when Artie walks into the emergency room, aren't they going to know it's Artie?
Don't they just stop with all the real emergencies?
Yeah,
You know what's funny? It's funny when you go to an emergency room, they have a way of not knowing who anybody. They don't even look up.
Bianca, you're on the air in Great Lakes, Ohio.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Send Howard 100 News over there at ER right now.
Howard 100 News?
Yeah, go send him over at ER, see what's going on.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Bianca.
Oh, sweetheart. All right. I hope y'all are okay.
I'm okay.
We're okay. It's Artie we have to worry about.
Oh, hi, Robin.
Hi.
Oh, you know what? Every time Artie doesn't come in, you always think something else.
Can you imagine the look of joy on Artie's face while he's getting stitched up and Langford walks in and sticks a mic in his face?
Death, you're on the air. Go ahead. Death.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, I was calling for Artie.
Oh,
This is Death calling for Artie.
I was going to tell him I'm coming to get him in August.
Just hold on.
So August is when you're coming. All right. Thank you, Death.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Can you rename the show The Slow Death of Artie Lange?
No, it's always the Howard Stern Show.
All right, Howard. You're the best, man. We love you.
Hey, Death, who gave you this number? Kenneth 𝗵𝗄𝗿𝗱?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
I saw him looking for little girls up here.
Stop it.
Ridiculous.
Have a good day, pal.
What's
I
going
think
on?
Death is trying to say that Artie's rushing the schedule and he's not due till August.
Oh, okay. Death was afraid he had made an early visit. Hey, did I hear on yesterday's wrap-up show you claim you've had 80 blowjobs from different women?
No.
Wait a second. I heard Benji said he's had sex with 100 women, which is so total horseshit.
No. Benji said he had sex with hundreds of women.
Yeah. And you said that although you've only had sex with 2 women, your wife and one other woman, because you got married young, that you claim you had up to 80 different women blow you.
No, what happened was Benji said if you cut out the blowjobs and everything else, he's been with about 80 women. Right, Benj? That's what you said?
Right.
And somebody asked me about my number, and I said it would approach that.
You're so full of it.
I'm not full of it.
You're telling me you had blowjobs from almost 80 women before you got married.
No, less than 80 women. I said approaching.
70 women? Somewhere in that ballpark.
A decent amount.
How old were you when you met your wife?
I was 20. No, I was younger than that.
You were like, what, 18?
Yes.
And you're saying by the time, between the ages of, what, 16 and 18, you had almost 80 blowjobs?
Younger than that.
From different women? You believe this?
I mean, I'd have to say
he was the blowjob king.
I just don't buy that for a second.
I'd have to sit back and literally count, but I said the number would approach Benji's number. I didn't say 80.
How many would you say?
60?
Roughly, yeah.
Wait.
Artie just shut up, but go ahead. Yeah.
I got to tell you something.
Let me see your eye.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
It look that bad, you think?
Yeah. That's major.
It's right near your eye.
I know. I got lucky.
What the hell did you do?
I got lucky. First of all, you know the video of Jeff the drunk, his momentum taking him by the elevator.
There was a bet going around, and I don't know if it's an exotic bet. If Artie would have sex in Vegas this weekend.
How was it?
Well, if you took yes there, you'd be a winner.
Whoa. No wonder you know. First of all,
I had a great. Howard, I had a great weekend.
But wait, I got to ask you about this.
Here's what happened. I had a bunch of buddies from Jersey there too. It was an interesting mix. You know, Pharrell was out there, and
Pharrell.
I landed.
Pharrell's the secret.
He's a great guy. I love hanging out with him.
Did Pharrell advise you on your bets?
A little bit. I know Pharrell loved the Colts.
He loved the Colts, so he was right.
Yeah.
Did he tell you to take the under instead of the over?
I don't remember the exact discussion I had with him about that. I just know that all Pharrell kept yelling was Colts, Colts, Colts. You know?
Check it out, Colts.
Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Nobody had any confidence in this Rex Grossman guy. And Peyton Manning, it just looked like it was his time to get a ring, you know.
Okay. So okay.
I land about midnight on Thursday night.
Right. Did you sleep on the plane, I hope?
Hardly.
Hardly, all right.
But
He was too excited. It's like Disney World.
Did you drink on the plane?
No. I had a nice little dinner, though, there in first class, a little shrimp cocktail.
Look at you.
And
any celebrities on your flight?
He was.
Yeah, right. No, I don't know. No celebrities on the Vegas
Did you
flight.
wear your sunglasses, your new Hollywood sunglasses?
I did. I love these things.
All right.
These
You
are
look
$8.
good.
I love them.
Good for you.
So
He's Elvis now.
I land. I check into my suite. I was disappointed in the suite. It didn't have a waiting pool like I was told.
Oh, no waiting pool, but you did have the 4 bedrooms. And...
I had 2 bedrooms in there.
That's a pussy magnet, isn't it? A room like that.
Hey, look, man.
For some reason, girls like to be in a nice room.
Oh yeah, they like that.
And they feel like they're with a winner.
Yeah.
Right.
I have to put up a lot of winter illusions.
Right. It ain't easy.
It's a
lot of work getting laid.
I
Go
landed
ahead.
at midnight, and I went and met my buddies over at the Luxor and the Mandalay Bay are connected. It's like
you feel good about living this morning. Look at you.
I feel that he has revived himself.
I think you're going to lose weight now.
I had a very fun, like very cool American
like it's good
weekend.
to be alive weekend.
If Muhammad Atta had a weekend like I had this weekend, 3,000 wonderful Americans would still be alive right now. That's all I'll say.
Do you think your secret is the fact that you wear $8 sunglasses and a $20,000 watch? What do you think it is with you? The mixing and matching.
I forgot my watch. I didn't even take it out.
If that girl had seen that watch, that would have been the end of it. So it seems not.
I think that Dan the Song Parody Man has met this chick.
I thought he said he wasn't going out. I thought he said he wasn't going out there.
Dan showed up, and I'll tell you what. Thank God, Dan. I'm gonna let Dan say what he said to this one chick. There was a lot of pussy running around in between our first and second show on Friday night.
Right.
And
sold out shows.
And you're hanging out backstage in your dressing room, right?
Yeah. We had a really nice, great dressing room area with a separate room for me, a separate room, and Levy, Nick DiPaolo, my buddy Joe Matarese, you guys saw at Carnegie Hall. You know the guy who says he knows Beth, kind of Joe. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's friends with Eddie Ifft and that guy. But I was out there with a lot of friends who were comedians of mine, that I love hanging out with.
By the way, I've never seen you so happy.
I had a very good weekend.
Smiling ear to ear.
This is better than heroin, I think, this weekend.
And again, like I say, I think this chick that I think she's hot as hell. But Dan, the Song Parody Dan met her. He'll give his opinion. So Dan starts doing like
The chick. What do you mean the chick was hanging around with you?
There was like chicks all over the place. So we were like, she was like, "What are you guys doing?" We said, "Just come." Any hot chick, we said, "Just come backstage."
Were you immediately attracted to her?
She was very attractive. She was cute. She was young.
What was she wearing? A little mini skirt?
She did have a mini skirt.
How young?
You know what she was wearing?
14.
Well, she looked young. She was 23 years old.
Nothing
but
wrong with
she
that.
did look young.
You're a young man. You're 38 years old.
And yeah, I was just like, fuck it. We got a big backstage. There's any hot broad you see, just say come backstage. So
there you go.
In between the first and the second shows, Dan pulled his guns. I guess he was doing like trim coordination.
Good for him.
He was arranging?
He said such obnoxious shit, but it's necessary. And
What would he say?
And I didn't like authorize him to say any of this stuff. Well, in between the first and the second show, I do this move now where I said, fuck it. After my last joke, I go up and I start, signing autographs in the front row, but I'm just looking for broads now.
Right. Oh, good for you.
I'm doing the David Lee Roth thing.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Then the first show, this chick, Michelle from Florida, I saw her in the front row. I've never seen a hotter chick. Now, I know I say this a lot. She was an 11 on a scale from 1 to 10.
The chick who was in the front row of your show.
Yeah, well, she came up to the front row at the end.
Right.
And I look like the kind of chick where your head gets locked on her. Like, whoa. So she's like, can I get a picture? And I said, well, I can't bend down. Why don't you come backstage? We'll get a picture. So she's like, all right. So I grab her, and it's such but I just said, fuck it. I said, it's such an awkward move. I'm just going to grab her.
Were you like Bruce Springsteen and like lifted her onto the stage?
It was that sort of thing. Imagine Bruce Springsteen.
With Courtney Cox.
Completely out of shape.
Right.
So this is right from the audience. Everybody can see you.
Right from the audience.
Look at you, like an animal.
And again, this
like King Kong.
Literally like an animal. I'm telling you, Howard, I said, fuck it. I was on such tunnel vision to get laid this weekend. I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks right now. I'm going to grab you out of here.
Good for you.
But guess who's right behind? There is the fiance. And again, he looked like a nice guy, so I'm like, all right, man, come on.
You gotta grab him,
and
too?
the guy gave me a look like, he was cool. He was like, he goes, Artie, man, I'm with her, so you don't even have to take me. I'm like, she was on stage already, so I'm like, well, come backstage, we'll get a picture or something. So then they start walking backstage. He ended up being a real nice guy.
Not that nice. He didn't let you sleep with her, did he?
No. I don't think I would have had a shot at this broad anyway. But I just said, fuck you, get back there.
But I bet the boyfriend was in good shape and thin.
I'll tell you what, he was in better shape than me, but he wasn't like
great.
He wasn't Brad Pitt, you know. So then we go backstage. There's other chicks who came with other people. Then a smoking hot Asian chick comes back who's married to a guy one of my friends was with. She gets tunnel vision for this hot blonde backstage.
The Asian chick.
Yeah, and I guess...
Did you tell her no ticky, no washing?
Well, I guess that they have that relationship where maybe she brings chicks home for this guy.
Right.
So she zeroes in on the smoking hot blonde chick, and they're like hugging, taking pictures with each other.
Wow.
And like, I'm telling you, there wasn't a guy in the room who could stop looking at that fucking shit. And then other girls came who worked at this Club 40. It just became, in between my first and second show, you would have thought I had a lot going on. You know?
It became a party.
Right. So
it was like Joe Cocker was in town ready to blow through all his dough.
Yeah, right. Like I'm rolling.
It sounds like Sinatra to me. The girls are there.
What was that tour Joe Cocker did where he lost all his money? Mad Dogs and Englishmen tour. That's my favorite.
He toured and lost his money.
They wrote a book about like he was at the height of his fame, Joe Cocker, and he put together this crazy traveling circus, and he came home bankrupt. I mean, it was just such a scene. Yeah,
that's where you go to make your money.
Right.
That's so fucking funny.
in those days, they did it all wrong.
Wow. So anyway, and this other young girl was hanging out, and again, I don't know. She seemed like she was into the whole thing, and I don't know if I had a shot at this girl or not. I'm being presumptuous, but it looked like maybe I had a shot at her. So I was talking to a bunch of different people, and she kept, coming up to me and saying hi. So I didn't know Dan did this. Like, at the end, Dan pulls me aside and goes, come here, I want to talk to you. So we go into the dressing room, and he goes, listen, so I talked to the girl. It's all set. I go,
thank God for him.
I go, what did you say to her?
Who cares?
You're Jilly now. You love him.
Listen to what
Don't you love a guy like that?
Listen to what he said to her. And again, I got to give him stars for this.
I
would never say something so obnoxious.
You gonna fuck Artie or what?
This
honey?
is what he goes. He goes, listen, honey, come here. He goes, Artie's very busy right now. He goes, he's got a lot of people to talk to. It's a business situation. There's people here in his business life, you know. I know you want to talk to him, but just for now, just lay back, hang out, have a drink. Everything's going to be fine. He'll do the second show. We'll all hang out. It'll all die down. And then at the end of the night, you stay with me, and I'll just deliver you to Artie's room.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Give me Dan's number. It might be my new best friend.
You said deliver her to my room. I said,
and she said okay.
What a gal.
And I said, what did he say? She goes, okay. She said okay.
Boy, she was taken with you.
Yeah,
so,
she wanted you.
I mean, who knows? Dan is the only one who was in this conversation. So I said, well, don't.
Maybe he's exaggerating.
So then I said, look, man, thanks, but like, don't do anything crazy. Like, you know, don't.
Yeah,
Like,
you need crazy.
Doctor.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got it on top of it. So at one point I wanted to go Jesus, and the other point I'm going, oh, well, thanks, man. Like someone has to make that move, I guess.
Yeah.
So I said to him, the only thing that, not to sound obnoxious, the only thing that would change that is if a better option somehow comes along.
Right. You know what? You would have been romancing her all night. Thank God he took all that out.
You would have talked and talked and talked and never had the nerve to say, want to come back to my room.
She was very cool and...
well, wait a second. So what happens? How do you hook up?
Here's what happens. So, now about... Remember I told you when the Ravens played the Giants in the Super Bowl, and I was out there in January of 2001. It was your guys' first trip to Vegas. I wasn't on the show.
Right, but it was one of your greatest times.
I stopped at the Mirage to watch the game on my way back to L.A. to do the Norm show, and I went to the strip club and with me and my buddies, and I got these two strippers to leave the strip club and come back with me to the hotel for like a week. But
I never heard about that.
It wasn't a threesome.
You banged them?
Well, the one I did.
Right.
Okay, so now this is a chick. You ever have a chick like that who you banged and your Rolodex where like you jerk off to her?
Right.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, right.
She's heard about it from me.
What happened was, now she claims she's not a hooker, and I don't think she is in the sense of like, at the end of the weekend, she goes, well, we stayed with you all weekend. We didn't make, and I only had sex with the one. The other one was like a friend. It was like a package deal. Just give us what we would have made at the strip club for the weekend.
Good Lord.
So I thought that sounded fair. You know?
Pay us for
So at the time, it was like $3,500 or something for the totem. So I just gave it to him. And she has. So now this is.
That was the weekend where they were like your girlfriends for the week.
Yeah, it was like that.
Right.
It was like that. But so this is like she was 21 years old.
Not a hooker, but can I have 10 grand for the weekend?
Yeah, really.
So she has my cell phone number. I've had the same cell phone number for like 12 years.
Okay.
So then years later, we're in Vegas. She calls my cell phone. I talk to her, and at the time I was with Dana, and I said, "Listen, I have a girlfriend who I love. It's a done deal." I said, "I'm probably getting married." And but she was like really, she's got a kid. And but I didn't see the kid. She lives in another state.
Right.
They fly in to go to these strip clubs to strip for the Super Bowl weekend. So, but I've always said, fuck that girl. Like that's the one that got away. I'd love to have one more night with that chick. I've been saying this to myself for years.
Right.
So in between the first and second show, my cell phone rings, and I pick. It's a 702 number, and it's a Vegas thing. And I pick it up. I go, who's this? And it's this chick. Now, I mean, I don't think I've ever had one of these officially, but it was a bona fide booty call as far as I'm concerned. And that doesn't happen to me a lot. And I knew exactly, she started to explain who she was, because it's been like...
Did you tell her you'd gain weight?
I think she might know that. She might be following my career a little too closely. But anyway.
Okay.
I go, please tell me you're in Las Vegas right now. And she goes, yeah, I'm dancing at, she came in and she's dancing at this club. And she goes, you have a late show, right? You're at the Luxor. I said, yeah. I said, I could come over. We were going to go out afterwards. She goes, well, I'm going to be here till like 3. Can I just come over by you? Can I just crash?
Yes.
Can I crash with you tonight?
Oh.
And
Fast food delivery.
I was like, absolutely, So
crash with you.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Now you're like, thank God I'm in Vegas.
Right. This was. I mean, it was one of those things where, like, please don't tell me right now you found God. You're in Utah. And,
did you say to her up front, is this time going to cost me again?
Well, there was no discussion of any money.
All right.
So
obviously you had a good time.
But I would have paid for it if there was. So I told Dan, I started getting greedy. I said to Dan, I said, tell the other chick to see if she wants to come by tomorrow night. And so we do the second show.
Yeah.
And we all hang out, do whatever. We went to a bar to get a drink. I went up to my room, and I had time to shower. I ordered champagne.
All right. Meanwhile, a lot of times these chicks never show up.
Right. That's the other issue.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you have both chicks there?
Well, I don't know.
They don't know each other. That could go wrong.
You know what, Robin? I ain't Tommy Lee. I ain't that good, man.
Right.
I'm just not that good. And I'm not going to go for two and lose both.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you could knock the both out. Right.
Yeah, but so...
if you're Tommy Lee, you can go one night if you blow it and not get sex. But
Right.
This
You know,
guy's
the
got,
next night you'll get sex.
Right.
So, but she sure enough, I told her I was under a different name. She called the room, and she said, I'm downstairs at
What time was this?
3:30 in the morning.
Oh, you never get any sleep. Go ahead.
Don't forget it. I planned on not getting anything. So she shows up from stripping. She still had her stripper outfit on.
How'd she look?
She started giving me. She look again. Dan has met her. I think she's like 5'2", 5'3", but she's got such a smoking body. She's got fake tits. But I think she's hot as hell, man. I mean, she looked fine to me.
Look, you've been
See, I thought this
about
story
her.
was going to the chick that Dan gave
Set
the rap
up for
to.
you, yeah.
Well, but that chick was very nice. But man, did she get extra fucked up too? She was she was sort of stumbling by the end, and I don't know what was going on.
She wasn't a pro like this other chick.
So she shows up and she starts giving me a lap dance in the room and
Right away.
Yeah.
Lap dance.
Whoa.
Did you even talk a little bit? or-
You know what? I think she realized I didn't really want to waste any time.
Right.
Where was the music coming from? She had music?
From his lap.
We had there's radios in the room.
Yeah.
And I poured
What are you wearing? Like a big robe? I picture like Jackie Gleason.
He's like Dangerfield, and no pants.
yeah.
You know?
I had time to
Come on in.
I had time to shower, and I put on sweatpants and a shirt. I didn't put a tux on for this broad.
Right.
And
Because you look great in your sweatpants. I'm glad you went with that look.
what was I
He's
gonna
always-
do? I mean,
I don't know.
I couldn't get
A moo-moo.
I couldn't
Shirts
get
are
hot.
particularly nice on him
Yeah.
now.
Go ahead.
So we
Right at it.
banged till like fucking 6 in the morning.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Just like
Look at you.
big Vegas bed rolling around,
Rubbers
So wait a
or
minute.
no?
Oh God, rubbers.
Wait a
Rubbers,
minute.
yeah.
Lap
I had to
dance.
do
Did
that.
you
Many
get the
rubbers.
rubbers?
Huh?
Did you get the rubbers, or did
I
she have them?
I brought rubbers.
I see.
Nice.
Now she
What kind of
lap
rubbers do you
danced
bring?
you.
What kind of rubbers?
I don't. You see, I'm not like you. Rubbers with me. I just hate that I'm forced to.
If you wore a good rubber, I'm telling you, this one I got, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, the new one you were talking
Yeah,
about.
I got to
yeah.
tell you.
You didn't get
I
hold
just get
of
the
those.
regular Trojans with the extra lube rib or whatever the fuck.
It's
it
true. When
is.
you haven't gotten laid in a while,
Yeah,
nothing's
anything.
gonna
I despise rubbers, man. I could not be the more antithesis of you, but
Right.
I just like this time. Look, man, I ain't not wearing a rubber.
Right. Yeah.
I just
you know.
want to know how they got from the lap dance to the bed. How did that go?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a smooth move.
So did you get undressed?
It
in
wasn't
front
like
of her,
watching
Artie?
Earl Monroe do Earl the Pearl move.
Artie, did you get undressed in front of her?
Yeah,
So were you self-conscious because you'd gained so much weight?
You know what? The lighting was right. I said, fuck it. I don't care. I
cares?
really, Howard, finally said, fuck it.
Yeah, you know what? If she doesn't like it,
Yeah.
who cares?
I mean, she called me.
Right.
Did she say, Artie, boy, you've gotten...
She mentioned it the next day.
She did?
Oh,
What'd
what
she
did she
say?
say?
Maybe.
Nothing. She was like, you really should take care of yourself.
She's already becoming like a girlfriend.
I know, Jesus. And I don't know. Her kid, when I met her kid was 1. And,
Kid's 14 now.
The kid's like 8 now or something. And
Oh,
he's
you're kidding.
And she starts to give me that shit like, you would love him. I'm like, really? I would.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
She sees you as a soft touch.
Could you imagine an 8-year-old kid coming into my life right now? He would not have a shot.
Did you give her a little cash as a present?
No, so here's what happened. So it was just such, then we fall asleep about 6 a.m.
Right.
And we sleep till 2 in the afternoon.
Nice.
And get up, get a little blowjob in the morning.
Ooh,
I mean, it was like fucking.
You're blown awake.
Because the first time, like, remember that chick that I was with at the Borgata I told you about? That was I still had so much emotions in my head about that. It felt like Dana was in the room when I was doing it.
Right.
This was the first time where I sort of, in my head, guilt-free, just just let it loose.
You knew your relationship was really over, so.
I mean, what the fuck?
Right.
You know,
let go. It was like
blowjob when you woke up.
Yeah.
After all that sex.
Yes.
And did you come?
Yes, she was
Are
brilliant
you
at it.
sure you don't want to have an 8-year-old?
Maybe that 8-year-old's not sounding so bad. Yeah, Dan. Is that Dan? Are you Dan the song parody man? Hello?
No. This is Dan from Vegas. How you doing?
Okay, hey.
Hey, great. Listen, Artie, I was there. I was Pharrell, that lower tab.
The what? What'd you say?
Tab. Remember the blue lower tab?
At Pharrell's show at the sports book, a guy was throwing basically Vicodins at me and Pharrell.
Right. They were lower tabs. Hey, but I want to know, remember that little skanky girl from Pennsylvania that was standing in front of me you were checking out, called her a hooker?
Yeah.
Did you fuck her too?
That's the girl. Have you been listening to this rap?
Yeah,
that's the girl that Dan said, I'll deliver you to Artie's room. That's the girl.
Was she hot?
No.
So you probably made the right move.
All right.
Dude, okay, she wasn't fucking Heather Locklear. Wait, what do you say? I thought she was hot, actually. You didn't think she was hot?
She looked like she had a little heroin body, and she was all tweaked out.
I like that.
She was.
And she had little crust stains underneath her panties and all that.
Hey, what is this guy talking about?
He's ruining the illusion.
God, is he ruining my butt?
Really?
Well, that wasn't the girl I was with, but I'll defend that chick. I think she was hot.
She probably was. This case is being an ass.
Yeah, he's being a dick.
Go ahead.
But again, other people could met the girl.
Who's other people? Anybody around here?
Dan and anybody who was backstage. Shit.
I just figured maybe somebody could verify.
Look, and that was also the first chick that we ran into. We were like, she's like, "Can I come to the show?" We're like, "You just."
So
come.
after the chick blew you, did she split?
So then we ordered a little something. I let her order.
Where did she blow you? In the bed, just laying there on your back?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I let her order the breakfast, which was a mistake because it was just coffee, juice, and like fruit plates.
Who eats that?
She's really trying to take care of
You should have been like, "Honey, I'm going to take my morning shit. I can't eat this."
I said to her, as a matter of fact, I gotta go eat now.
Now you know why she's thin.
Absolutely. She said she had to leave at like 3. She stays in some condo with these other girls, and I said,
they
"Well,
probably all rent a place."
I said, come to the show tonight with your friends," and she's like, she gave me a look, and I realized, of course, this is like their huge money night.
Right.
She says, "I'm going to be working till 7 a.m. at the club because I mean the night before the Super Bowl, God, what they must make." And she's like,
Do you think she's giving dudes hand jobs and shit all night?
I don't know.
Who wants?
I mean, I won't say
you
the club.
got her when she just got into town.
I won't say the club where I met her, or the club I met her at is different from where she was dancing when she called me. But where I met her, the place was kind of liberal, with a contact.
You don't get scared when those chicks blow you? I mean, they can give you the herpes or something.
Look, man, I guess anything's possible, but I could also get hit by a fucking truck. I don't know. And the truck ain't gonna.
What if you don't get hit by a
truck?
truck?
Ain't gonna feel as good as the blowjob. And
did she have a great body? Like, was she totally nude when she was blowing you? Like,
ass Dan.
Was her ass up in the air? Like,
yes.
Oh man, like she's totally uninhibited, right?
Very tight, like
abs.
Yeah, you got a labs going on there.
Fuck.
And
she rub under your balls?
I always say I wish I had
completely shaved, everything's bare.
Did she rub under the balls? Did she play with the balls?
Yeah, she did that stuff.
She
Did you talk louder? Did she lick your balls?
No, there was no.
Have you tongue in your ass?
No.
No way.
No
one's going there.
She touched my balls, but she wasn't licking anything.
She cradled the balls and blew you.
There was cradling.
Oh, cradle. Any teasing with the finger?
The finger didn't enter any areas it shouldn't, but she was she's very good at what she does.
Honey, let me smell your finger. I want to make sure.
No teeth in that blowjob, right?
But no, God, no. It was like getting blown by Gary Larita.
Dan, no, that's nice. Hey, Dan, did you see the chick?
Yeah, absolutely.
She was hot, huh?
Oh, smoking hot, incredible. I mean, I wish I could have been Artie that night.
Tell Howard about her butt. I'm trying to figure out. She's short. She's like 5'2", but she's got like a.
Dan, did you fuck the other one that Artie turned down?
No, absolutely not. I was trying to be a good guy, because I got a girlfriend and all. My poon hounding days seem to be over. I guess.
Here we go. I tell you what,
I would say this girl's body is like, Miss Howard Stern's, but a lot tighter without as big fake titties.
You said you weren't going to Vegas. What happened?
At the last minute, I got talked into it, and who am I to refuse?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he came. Dan's my hero for the weekend.
How did you afford to fly to Vegas, or someone flew you out there?
Yeah, actually, Jeff Beecher flew me out there because we had some other business that he wanted to discuss. He just assumed that I was going to be here. Then when I told him that I wasn't going, he was like, "Dude, you got to come, man. I'll just have a ticket for you." So,
wow,
yeah,
nice.
right, I'm here.
The guy at the Hard Rock,
You're right.
Thank God.
Teachers, whatever.
Because you were busy lining up the chicks for Artie with a very direct kind of conversation.
Dan was a very good friend this weekend.
Right.
Now, what did the chick look like that you were lining up?
Oh, wait, Dan, see, a guy just called in. You know the chick, the little chick who you said I could deliver you to Artie's room? That girl? What do you think of her? Was she hot or not hot?
I thought she was hot, but she was definitely not as hot as the other one.
No, right, but I don't know. I think
almost the same kind of thing, almost the same type of physical type, except her titties were probably smaller than the one that you did end up with.
Her problem was she was a little messed up, so maybe guys...
She was a little messed up. I was babysitting her just so I could deliver her to you. She was still fucking drinks on me.
She needed babysitting.
Yeah.
She was one of those girls.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, it sounds like...
a little sloppy.
I might have wanted the sloppy one only because she wasn't a pro, but maybe she is. Who knows?
Well, here's the thing. She didn't charge me any money, this girl.
Well, she didn't? That's good.
Her justification was last time, she goes, look, you pulled me away from work.
Right.
And I think she was waiting for me to make the move where, like, if you just give me what I would make tonight, I'll hang.
Be here tomorrow.
Did you have an awkward moment, like when she was leaving? Like, were you like, gee, maybe I should throw her some money?
I never brought it up, and she never brought it up.
Right, that's good.
What'd you do to say goodbye? You kiss goodbye and throw out the door?
Yeah, she said, listen, it was great to see you, and...
she swallow your cum?
Not totally. No.
All right.
Not
That's
totally.
First date,
God, could you imagine what videotape of that must look like? Me laying on a bed.
Did you smack that ass?
Yeah, oh yeah. I love doing that.
You do? You got it from behind and was smacking the ass?
I love spanking the chick.
A little hair pulling?
Well, she probably needed a good spanking. She's bad.
How you doing today?
I'm here. That's a good start.
First time it's serious, right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
It's been a while since
God,
you've been on.
It is.
The famous cupcakes.
They're famous, but
take one if you want. They're
maybe
good.
a little too famous for me. I think they're too
They're
famous.
excellent.
I think they're just too damn famous for me. Wow, this is cool.
So excited to be here?
Yeah, I haven't been here. I haven't been on this location. I haven't even been on Howard's show.
It's been a while,
except
right?
for on the phone.
Yeah. So right in here.
Yeah. I go in here. Is this my spot?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So what are you talking about today? Your new movie?
My new movie, yeah, Angels and Demons. I hope. But you never know. You never know with Howard what you're going to talk about.
It's true. Anything can come on.
Anything can, and usually does. But yeah, Angels and Demons, which opens today's Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Friday. It opens Friday. So that'll be great.
All right. So hang tight, and we'll see you in a little bit.
You bet. You bet.
Ron Howard is one of the most successful directors in America. He's probably the top, I don't know, who are the top 5 directors? Let's ask Ron. Ron, are you the top 5 directors in America? I mean, if we're going to really think about it, I think you are, right?
Well,
who's better than you?
There's some pretty good people out there making good movies all the time. I'm good. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good, thanks.
This is my spot?
Yeah, take a seat anywhere you want.
Great.
Not too many strippers have sat there recently. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You're wearing jeans. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
You nervous with this movie coming out? Angels and Demons?
I'm kind of excited.
You are?
Well, you know, the _𝗏𝗏 Code showed that there's a big audience for, Tom Hanks playing this kind of a character.
By the way, I made a mistake. _𝗏𝗏 Code worldwide made $780 million.
760.
And we were just trying to figure out what your take is on that. That's got to be 10%, right?
So I'm really excited about the movie because
he's going to make another big payday.
Did you get $76 million for that? I mean, I would think that would be fair, that you would get...
I think it would be fair, too.
You don't think... but they don't give you that?
No, it doesn't. Because that's the gross.
Right.
And then...
but your deal is off the gross.
And then there's... Yeah, but well, that's the gross what the theaters bring in. It's about, slightly less than half that is what the studios get.
That's true, right.
Which is probably why you were reducing it. Your business savvy was kicking in. That's why you cut it in half.
Aren't you disgusted that the theater... Let's say you go off and you make a movie for 2 years and you're thinking about this thing and you could make a lot of, you have to choose your movie.
Right.
The theater gets 50% of every dollar. Does that bother you at all?
No.
It doesn't?
No, because, they got to stay in business. And,
But don't the studios somehow own some of those theaters and then they end up getting the double dip?
There's always that, but
right.
And the fact is, what the really works is there's like a ratio. So in the beginning, the first couple of weeks, the studios take a little more than the 50. It just kind of averages out to around 45 or 50%.
I mean, you should get if you make a film that makes $760 million, you should benefit. I mean, you made the film.
I think he benefited.
I benefited.
I think he does benefit.
Do you have to split everything with Brian Grazer?
We've had that partnership for 20-some years. Everything goes into the pot.
So it's 50-50 with you too.
But you know what? 24 goes into the pot too, and that's Brian.
Nice.
And Brian produced that.
Oh yeah.
So anything he produces, you get half of.
Huh?
Anything he produces, you get.
Yeah, everything just goes into a pot.
Wow.
I see the name Imagine, which is your film company, your production company. I see your name on everything. Imagine.
Right.
I can't imagine how you guys can be that involved in all of these projects. What do? You farm them out to people? I mean, you can't be that involved in everything.
Well, I mean, it's a company, so we have some great executives,
right?
𝗫𝗿𝗄 and others who who do great work, and executive producers and directors.
Has Imagine had any failures that I don't know about? I mean, it seems like everything's a winner with you.
Well, let's keep it like that. Let's
Are
not
there
delve.
failures?
Of course, we have disappointments.
What is your greatest disappointment?
Who, as a director, maybe?
Okay, what film did you make? I can't even think of what film did you make that didn't do well financially that you think should have been.
Well, I made a Western, with The Missing, with Cate Blanchett and Tommy Lee Jones. I loved this movie, but we really couldn't get people to go see it.
Is that right?
That happens.
The Missing.
Yeah.
It's your worst nightmare. You put in 2 years.
I see everything, and I don't think I saw that.
But I love the movie. I mean, so if you,
did it get good reviews?
Mixed. Mixed reviews, but it's real glowing. Some loved it. Some didn't like it much at all.
I'm going to rent it.
It's good.
I will watch it.
I personally am really proud of it.
I missed that one. I really did. I mean, I see pretty much everything you do.
Well, we talked about Frost Nixon. You could.
I love Frost Nixon.
But are there any that were personal disappointments that you thought, all right, you go into every concept, of course, with great expectations, that you didn't like the final result, that you didn't?
There are always elements of everything that you wish you had another chance to do, and so forth. But I sort of quit talking about it because one time somebody said, "Well, what's your least favorite movie?" And I was talking, and it was a bunch of kids. It was high school students at a class, and I'm talking to them very frankly, very honestly, and I told them. And the look of disappointment, because that was their favorite. So, once I make them, it's not really up to me. It's, people like the ones they like.
You sit and watch these films ever? Do you ever
go back and see them again?
Yeah.
I don't, unless I have to do a DVD 20th anniversary commentary, which I've been around long enough that that's starting to come up.
Right, and also you were honored recently. I have the DVD. I haven't watched it yet. There was like a whole commemoration of your career and all the films you've made. Right? It was a whole.
I didn't see that, but I know about it.
Why wouldn't you go back and watch these films? Well, I'd be proud of them.
I am proud of them. If I bump into them or something, I watch a few scenes. But I saw them a lot. When we made them.
But when you let's say you're laying in bed and you watch TV and Splash comes on or something.
If I catch it in the middle, I'll watch a few scenes.
You will.
When I did we did a commentary for that a while back. I was really proud of it. I thought it worked great. We did a Parenthood one. Now there's going to be a new television series based on Parenthood.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
It's the same guy who created Friday Night Lights as a movie. I mean, as a television show for us. And he came to Brian and I and said, I want to do Parenthood, and I want to do this family. And we said, why don't you just invent your own family? He says, well, I love the structure of that family and those characters, and he wrote a fantastic script, and the pilot got picked up.
I mean, if you're not one of the wealthiest guys in Hollywood, then who is? I mean, you've got to be tremendously successful financially. I'm thinking this through. I mean, I started a production company. I used to make these productions. You couldn't get paid.
Right.
But you're able to.
But he manages,
You're able to make a living out of it. I like that.
I try to get paid as often as possible.
But how many projects do you consider every year that don't get, like, not everything gets picked up. Not everything gets a go.
Oh, no. I mean, for me as a director, I'm always developing 5 or 6 things, and I can only do a movie every 18 months.
Right now, do you have 5 movies in mind that you want to make?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You mean that you're actively developing
the
script?
But will the screenplays come together? Could you ever get the right casting? So it's one thing to have an idea that you're passionate about, but then it's another thing to get it to the next level where you think, we can really make a movie that's, going to mean something.
Why have you avoided making a superhero film? You've gone out of your way not to do Spider-Man. You could have been directing.
By the way, I know I said that in an interview a long time ago. I mean, this is not the recent iteration with Sam
Batman,
Raimi.
Spider-Man, and Harry Potter. Even you turned down.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah.
Were you regretting any of that?
No, because I didn't think look, I'm not a comic book guy.
You're not.
I did as a kid. I wasn't reading them. I'm not crazy, So
in other words, you had a life
to make those movies.
Actually, we saw his life.
I was working. I was a little busy working.
We saw his life.
I was obsessed with comic books as a kid, but then again, you as a kid, I mean, you were doing some cool stuff. You were on TV.
I was on TV. But the thing is, if you're going to do those movies, you can't be cynical about them, and you can't manufacture them. Right. I think you got to love what you're doing, and that's and I've been fortunate. The movies that I make, the whole array of them, whether it's comedies or How the Grinch, a fantasy like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Angels and Demons. These are ideas that fascinate me.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it very much, and of course my daughter Bryce was in the 3rd one.
And I want to ask you about Bryce in a second, but did you see Star Trek, the new one?
Yeah.
State of the art, right?
Liked it very much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job.
But do you want to do something like that? I know you've done real space movies. But what about the fantasy movies?
I would, fantasy, and I'm actually working on a couple of sci-fis.
Yeah? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
J.J. Abrams asked me how his movie was going to do Star Trek. I had seen it, and I said, you're going to make $79 million. And he said, if I get $79 million, I will give you a blowjob, he told me.
And we haven't seen him since.
Turns out he's a bullshitter.
I can't get all of it.
He's one of them Hollywood bullshitters.
Empty promises.
Are people in Hollywood bullshitters? I mean,
really, Ron? Are they?
I think when it comes to blowjobs, just pretty much all the time.
You promised blowjobs and not giving them. Tease. But I'm waiting for it. And I don't. Since he's blowing me, I don't think that's gay. For me, I mean, for him it is. But who knows? I don't know. You figure it out.
79 million. There's no gay, straight. It's all the same. Everybody's having fun.
But
everybody understands.
No, but there are people you've worked with that are horror scenes, right? You've worked on movies that you've absolutely hated working. I think you once said that Val Kilmer was a nightmare to work with.
He was pretty erratic. He had nightmarish days.
Yeah,
there were nightmarish days, and then there were great days because he's talented,
But for an actor to dick around with you is so stupid, because here you are successful. You might use them in every single movie.
That's right. You might make another movie.
What kind of jackass
I'll tell you something.
Piss you off?
I don't want to,
Val Kilmer.
Right. Well, later I worked with him again on something. But
you did?
Yeah. But the thing is...
Yeah, Val built a deck at Ron's house.
He's his carpenter?
And he had some real nightmare days.
and he later did he played Jim Morrison. He did The Doors, which is an imagined movie,
Yeah, right.
And look, because I started off as an actor.
Right.
I understand.
You
that,
understand these crackpots?
I understand. It's a very emotional
MP was a real
job.
asshole.
And that Barney, oh my God.
There were moments. I'll be honest. There were moments. So, you know, I'm sympathetic to all that. And at a certain point, if somebody's, you know, making it difficult, I acknowledge that too and try to work through it. But I cast them for a reason, and it's because I want what they can do when the cameras are rolling. And it doesn't matter much, you know, how
Tom
I feel
Hanks
about it.
doesn't give you any trouble.
Oh, well, Hanks is kind of
he's
a
so
dream.
easy. You see, I might use him in my film.
Tom is unbelievable, and he's
great
got
actor.
complete integrity about what he does.
He shows up on the set. He knows his lines.
More than that, I mean, he I mean, it's first of all, it starts with a script, not in some sort of bullying superstar way. He's a great writer himself. He contributes. And he leads by example. Like if you're working out there, we were working in Rome. We were working in Rome in front
How
of the
long
Pantheon.
do you spend on Angels and Demons? I'm not talking about developing. I mean, how long do you spend shooting this thing?
I guess about 4 months.
4 months.
80-some shooting days.
Okay.
And so we were filming high pressure in Rome.
Right.
We started the movie in Rome.
Right.
And we only had limited amount because it's the summertime. It's tourist season. They probably the Vatican is not thrilled we're there anyway.
Vatican doesn't like you. They feel you're anti-Catholic.
Right. So
why though? I don't get it.
You never read the books.
Yeah,
but why is Ron anti-Catholic?
Because he's making the movies.
Apparently that's.
You know, if you give the Vatican $10 million, they'll look the other way.
Where were you when I was trying to figure this movie out?
In Jersey.
He was in jail.
That's right. You'd have to bail him out to get his
I had to
advice.
bribe a priest.
Sir, explain it to the controversy to me with this movie. Why are
well, it's turning out to be not so controversial now that some members of the church have actually started seeing it. We actually got a review from a Catholic publication that said, "Hey, it's fun. It's smart and it does no damage to the church." 2 nuns. I don't know. It's I don't know, the Ebert and Roper of Nun
League or something.
I don't know. Reviewed it, and they said it was really great. They really enjoyed it. They weren't threatened by it.
I don't know if you heard, but they've been defrocked.
They had one criticism for me, about just the way I shot one of the action scenes. So everybody's a critic. Right?
The action scene.
Yeah.
The nuns were like, the car chase wasn't believable.
We had to hold it back for PG-13, and so they didn't like that.
So you're excited about this, but nervous. And is there a competition in the family? Your daughter is starring in Terminator.
Well, it doesn't come out for another week.
All right, so you're not the same weekend.
No, not the same weekend.
No, but are you rooting for her?
Of course,
you are.
Of course.
But is there a competition in a sense?
You think he would want to demolish his daughter's film?
Yes, it's Hollywood.
I mean, let me ask you something. This is a tough question. This is very Sophie's choice.
Okay.
If you could wish that your film makes over $100 million,
right,
and is a huge success,
right,
but that would mean your daughter's film has to bomb.
Bomb.
Wow. What would you take? Or yours has to bomb, and her film is great. Who would you choose?
You got me.
Be honest.
I wasn't expecting it. What time is it?
You want your film to succeed over hers. Of course.
Well, I have a profit participation, and she doesn't. So in the global scheme of things,
it's good for the family.
Are you surprised your daughter's career is doing so well?
She works so hard at it, and could have been great as a kid, but I never would let her. And I have another daughter who's just left NYU, Paige, who had a cool part in
Tisch.
Adventure.
She went to Tisch?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let your daughter act when she was a kid?
Well,
what's wrong with that?
It's real. You know what? I was lucky. My dad was is still. Matter of fact, he's in Angels and Demons. He plays one of the Cardinals in Angels and Demons. It's very cool. He really was, because he's a freelance actor. He had a lot of time. Two things: he had free time when he wasn't working, and B, he really knew the ropes. And he was a great supervisor to have around the set. He was a great safety net. And Cheryl and I were not feeling like we were willing to dedicate that kind of time. Plus, look, the whole, following in the footsteps of
Dad,
who happened to have been in 2, iconographic shows that were, Opie and Richie and all that. Very hard for a kid to shouldn't have to compete with that.
I agree.
And last but not least, most kids don't really make the transition from childhood into adult. So if you're really serious about it as a lifetime,
Beaver.
You want to start go to school, immerse yourself in it, and then make a career out of it as an adult. Yeah.
Well, do you think that you're angry with your father for putting you in the business at a young age?
I'm so grateful.
You are
grateful beyond words.
But
because it worked out.
Well,
I love
he was running around shooting movies at home.
But hold on
anyway.
a second.
I always
Wait
loved
a
it.
second.
Right.
All right.
Dr. Stern.
Let
me lie down here.
Go lay down. I don't believe what you're saying. I think he's saying that publicly.
Okay.
What do you think he's doing at home?
I think at home he's on a psychiatrist couch and say, my father, instead of being a father and protecting me, put me in that horrible business. That's what I think.
It worked out so well for me.
You are so turned off to parents who put their kids in acting. You probably don't even like when you have to work with kids on the set and you see these yentas who put their kids in these movies.
Some are great and some aren't. Some are great and some aren't. But I tell you what, it's a lot of work, and you better be responsible about it. And here's what my dad did that was great, and my mom. I never felt that.
But why did they need
career.
to do it? Why did they need to put you in TV and Andy Griffith? Did they need it for their ego? Did they want you to support the family?
How did it happen? Did somebody see you, or did they actually send you out on auditions?
The way it happened was I started working really young, like at 4 when we were living in New York.
So they took you to places.
Yeah.
See?
And well, the way it really started was that my dad was directing summer stock. Mm-hmm. And I started picking up on the dialogue that the actors were doing because they had no babysitter, and I was hanging around watching. Everybody thought that was adorable.
Uh-huh.
And so I was doing these scenes, and my dad and I would do these scenes for friends, whatever, coming around, and I was pretty good.
Isn't it a miracle that your life ended up not like, Leave It to Beaver's life or...
it's a kind of a miracle.
Eddie Munster. I mean, you really made the transition beautifully.
Hey, point to 2 people, him and Jodie Foster,
That's
the 2 that sort of made it.
Do you get together with Jodie Foster and say, look how lucky we are?
We haven't done that.
Like
but,
a group?
The group of successful child actors?
Kurt Russell was a pretty successful child actor, too, who I've worked with.
There are a few.
But it's and I here's the thing. I always loved it. So where I think kids run into trouble is two ways. One, they don't really learn how to act very well. My dad was an excellent teacher. I was around good people. The environment was good. It was very constructive. I was actually learning how to do something.
Right.
Not just be like a trained animal.
Not a cute.
Now smile or now
In other words,
fake
Ron,
tear.
the kids rely on their cuteness more than the actual acting.
You
not
always
really
treated
learning
it
how to be in a scene or
as a craft.
And so that was and that was a huge advantage. And the other thing is that I had no ambivalence about it.
Uh-huh.
So most people go through that adolescent period where the work slows down. That happened to me too, and that's just reason enough to be discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't for me. In fact, it's one of the reasons I wanted to become a director was because I loved it so much, the whole process, the whole environment, that I didn't want to be sitting around waiting for phones to ring. I wanted to be the catalyst for my own creative life.
Does your daughter ask you for advice, or does she do her own thing? Like,
does her own thing.
She didn't come to you and say, I'm thinking of doing Terminator. Dad, what do I do? Do I do this film?
No, just about never.
That's probably good.
Well, the other thing I noticed about you, though, you didn't raise your children in Hollywood, so you don't have those Hollywood kids.
One of the reasons we moved east, but I'm not sure it has to do with the place. You were asking about Bryce. When we were driving to NYU to do her audition, because if you're auditioning for the Tisch program, you have to come in and do monologues and things like that.
Right.
So we're driving there, and I seem to be a little more nervous than she is. And I'm saying, so did you pick a monologue? Did you? She said, yeah. I said, do you want to do it for me just while we're driving? No, I don't want to do it. Well, why don't you just do it? Just run through it. You don't want to just go into the room cold. You want to just run through it. No, I'm not going to do it, Dad. Well, I'd really like to hear it. No, I got it. I'm a goddamn top 10 director. I want you to do your monologue from me now.
And she still wouldn't do it. Right?
She still wouldn't do it, and she got accepted.
I understand.
Well, I respect it. I respected it a lot better after she got in.
Did you secretly think, because it's really hard when it's your daughter, did you secretly think this is a mistake? What is she doing with her life? She doesn't have to do this. She could be happier doing something else.
One of the reasons we left L.A. was that I didn't want any of our 4 kids to feel compelled to go into the business, like it's all they knew. And so they grew up in an environment where they saw that there were a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and still 2 of them fell in love with it.
Did you bring them to the set when they were kids and all that?
Yeah.
That's where they fall in love with it.
Well, yeah, but two not interested at all. And God bless
what's with Bryce? She with a guy? Because
she's married.
Oh, she's married?
Yeah, to Seth Gable.
But he
Very
can't
good actor.
compete with
White
you.
guy?
He can't compete
Seth,
with you.
the black guy.
I've had a few black Seth.
There's very few black Seth. Not that you would have minded, but whatever goes, whatever goes.
She's in love.
Yeah.
Show business is a different thing, though. If you bring your child to your work and that's your work, it's easy to fall in love with. Like, my father always took me to work, but I didn't fall in love with installing antennas.
No.
Why he was in show business too.
So, you know?
I think that's the way
I love climbing roofs.
Are you comfortable with Bryce doing nude scenes?
Oh, that man! I'll tell you. Well, thank you.
I'm not. I know you now.
She had to do that at college. They had
was
this
naked?
experimental. Yeah.
That is wrong. Now let me tell you something. My daughter is a graduate of Tisch, and I'll tell you something. That's not right for the under the
I'll tell you, my
college
dad,
auspices.
I brought my dad to the play.
Was it a male professor?
It was. Yeah, you bet.
That'd be like Professor Howard Stern. Bryce, I need you to get naked.
Productions are nude. Yes.
Well, this was sort of nonstop. I mean, she had her clothes on for about the first 10 minutes, but it was avant-garde.
Oh dear.
So anyway, my dad came to see this show.
Right.
And we're watching it, and didn't realize quite how nude she would be for that period of time. And we're sitting here next to my dad and everything, and it's gratefully there was no intermission, so the show was over. And I turned to him and he said, you know what? That's courageous, and as an actor, she'll never have to be afraid again. And I thought that was the coolest thing for a 70-something-year-old guy to have to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking they make such a big deal about these Barrymores, but you're building like a little bit of a dynasty with the Howards.
It's not. It's not intentional, but it seems. Well, look, he left the farm. He by the way, he didn't like farming any more than he liked antennas.
That's right.
But you know, watching your daughter nude in a play, to me, the only thing more awkward, and I've done this, would be being at a bachelor party and watching the groom get a blowjob next to the father of the bride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that might be more awkward.
Yeah.
Well, there were moments where like things are a little tense. There was like a little bit of fake stage violence there with a guy kind of dominating her, her and stuff. And it was. I had an impulse to like
beat the shit
charge the stage. Tackle that son of a bitch.
I would imagine it'd be very hard for a kid to have a father like Ron Howard.
Sure.
And then you want to go into acting. I mean, I would just think it's crazy. And then you think about all the people in your life too, who you must feel the ugly green jealousy on your back. When you think 𝗛𝗄𝗿𝗄's probably staring at you.
I don't know that.
𝗛𝗁𝗄𝗿𝗄.
Well, in 𝗛𝗄𝗄's reality show, did you see that part of? I don't know if Ron ever saw Scott Baio's reality show.
I never did. No, I heard about it.
I can't believe you're not obsessed with seeing it.
Ron's brother, Clint Howard, is in a scene. They see each other.
Right.
And Scott goes to Clint Howard, and this had to be awkward for your brother, but Scott says to him, I've been trying to get in one of your brother's movies for years.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is like, what does Clint say to that? All right, let me make a call.
When you are casting a new movie, do you hear from these characters, this leech, all these guys, they want to leech onto you?
No.
Andy Griffith.
Major pain in the ass. No one in Hollywood is a major pain.
There's no way Donnie Most or Anson Williams has your number.
I talk to those guys all the time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You really do?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it. He's clearly like...
We stay close.
how are you going to get rid of these guys? I mean, what are you
It
gonna
would
do?
be in the tabloids if he didn't take their calls.
I
yeah.
know.
You know what, Ron? I'll tell you how I got
know
rid of my
Ron-
buddies Anthony and Vinny.
You know where Ron talks to them? In court. He's got a restraining order. I'll see you guys next month when I renew this. What do you mean? I mean,
They're
listen,
friends. They're great friends.
You still friends with Mel Gibson? Is it hard to maintain a friendship with him after he goes through a controversy?
I haven't talked to him in ages, but he's
knew
kind
you
of
dropped him.
He's.
I knew it.
I realize, you know, he's kind of he's kind of not around L.A. He's not around New York, and
But
I
he's
have lost
ruined
track of him.
himself. He had a perfect.
Oh, I don't think so.
He had a perfect. Come on.
Well-
Let's stop the Hollywood bullshit. The guy.
The next time he stars in a movie, people are going to want to see him because he's a
much
good
like-
actor. He's a charismatic guy. He's a great director.
Miss California, are you really going to listen to what he has to say about people
No.
and
but
religion?
Forget that. I'm just saying that he had everything going for him.
Sure.
Great director. I love his films.
Yeah.
And all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
And then the Jew incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ron,
Now he's dumped the wife. He's Mr. Catholic. He's dumped the wife.
Right.
And he's running around has a person holding a sign up of his new girlfriend's name when
He's
so they
getting
get the
weird.
spelling right.
He was the first guy, if he were on the show, to say, you know, he wrestles
screwed up.
he wrestles with demons all the time.
he's Mr. I know it's true. He's Mr. Catholic.
But
That would be
you-
like Mr. Met
but
dating
you,
a chick.
You are squeaky clean. You got to be one of the smartest guys in Hollywood. You don't screw around.
Right.
We never get to hear these chicks you're banging.
Right.
You keep it on the QT.
How do you do that? How do you keep it so quiet?
How do you have sex with these actresses and then it never ever comes out in the
How do you
press?
keep it so
What I want to know
Talk
from Ron
about
is,
that for a second, and then we'll get back to Angels and Demons.
and how do you get heroin secretly?
Yeah, how do you score heroin and no one knows? By the way, Angels and Demons is opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. That's why Ron's here. He's not here for.
He doesn't like our fooling around.
He's not here because he likes talking about the Tisch School with Howard.
That's a good school. But Angels and Demons is really good, too.
Angels and you're saying it's a good movie.
That's why you ask at the beginning, am I nervous? And I'm more excited because it's a real audience movie. It's a thriller. Look, the first Da Vinci Code, the impetus for making it was this almost philosophical, theological challenge to the church, you know. And it was, by the way, we tried to make it a mystery and a thriller, and that's the way the book was. This is really start to finish, you know, mystery thriller. Has much more action. It's one of the reasons I've never done a sequel, but I felt like as a director, it was a whole different kind of movie to make in a lot of ways, and audiences from our screenings and so forth really, really liking it, and so that's why, of course, I'm nervous. Of course
you do. You got Brian Grazer breathing on his neck. What's the take? What are we getting out of this thing?
But
Speaking
I really
of sequels,
need to show it to audiences because I think people are going to get a big kick out of it.
Speaking of sequels, were you ever offered Apollo 14?
Yes, he was.
The end of the first Da Vinci Code. I love the Da Vinci Code, the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
And I didn't read the book, and I got it. At the end, you sort of allude to the fact that young girl is the descendant of Christ.
Yeah.
Now, so does it pick up right from there?
No, it's a separate adventure. In fact, this book was
I
actually
don't need
written
to see
before.
the Da Vinci Code in order to see Angels of Demons.
No.
good.
But I think it definitely benefited us to make it a follow-up, even though the Angels and Demons as a novel was actually published first. But it's a more intense story. It's more violent. And I think the fact that Langdon's already been through the one adventure and now is kind of going deeper into this world of, you know, here's all that can happen surrounding these sort of mysteries.
In light of Star Trek's success, are you sorry you didn't put Kirk or Leonard Nimoy in the movie?
Yeah, because Leonard Nimoy actually seems to be the one you need to get.
Out of nowhere, Spock shows up.
Me, I would do that if I was a director. I would just throw these guys in it just for the hell of it. What do you want, Gary?
I got a question, man.
Go ahead. Really?
Yeah,
You're going to interrupt my fantastic interview with a potentially disastrous question? By the way, didn't Tom Hanks... Do you know what happened to Gary? He threw out the first pitch at Citi Field. Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, you got to put this in a movie.
Really?
This is your next film.
We're not going to show this to every A-lister, are we?
No. Listen to me. Didn't Tom Hanks throw out a first pitch and you caught it but it was a disaster.
I couldn't
right?
catch it.
It was so far askew from what it should be.
It was. By the way, we were warming up. We even warmed up in the bullpen.
Right.
And I thought, man, he's got some heat, and you know, he's a pretty big guy, and he was bringing it, and just lobbing him in, but it was head zing. But we got in there, you know, 50,000 fans.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And their number one player stepped into the box. So now he's got a guy here that he doesn't want to hit because the guy's a superstar and Japanese, and that would be very impolite in Japan.
Right.
You know, my brother Clint said, he should have screwed that. He should have brushed him back.
Yeah, a little chin music.
Should have put one right between the 4 and the 7.
This was in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was in Tokyo.
Right.
And so Tom, you know, very good athlete, threw it 8 feet wide and in the dirt. I made a nice lunge, which I can verify because I had dirt on my pants. I really tried.
Right.
And I went to the backstop. And
how come we never see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine was on Kimmel last night. That's how bad it was.
Well, here
really?
it is. Take a look. There you go. There's Gary at the now. He completely misses the catcher and it goes, hits the umpire.
Gary,
Yeah.
you did way worse.
Yeah. Worse than Tom Hanks.
If I could say, because he wasn't girlish when he threw it.
Yes, I know.
That's the point. You gotta just whip it. You gotta whip it.
It didn't lob up and over to the right.
I got it.
You know,
Gary,
but-
you're such pain in your face.
I know.
Ron Howard thinks how girlish you throw. Unbelievable.
Can I ask Ron the question I came in to ask?
Oh, the question has not changed.
No.
It's something hateful.
I heard that when you were making the Grinch that Jim Carrey was complaining about the outfit.
Yeah.
And somebody said that you put the full outfit on one day. It came in to show him that it wasn't so bad.
Well, it wasn't that. I had always told him that out of sympathy, someday I'll wear it. Because he would say, man, this is brutal. But by the way, to Jim's credit, I got to say, early on, I said, should we adjust it? Should we simplify this thing? Because, you know, I don't want this to be a nightmare. And he said, no, this is the look. This is what we got to go for. So he toughed it out, but he was miserable. And so one day, as a surprise, just to kind of boost him at about the halfway point when things were getting pretty low, I showed up in the outfit.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fun.
You brought up your brother. Is it hard for your brother to have you in the same business as him and you be so super successful? I mean, do you guys sit down and work that out and you ever say to him, listen, Clint, this has got to be awkward.
Right.
Because I'm so goddamn successful. There's not too many people who are so successful like you.
He has a theory.
Go ahead.
We're very close.
Right.
Really close. I love working with him.
He live near you? Do you guys that close?
He lives in the house.
No.
He lives in a house?
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he lives near my. He lives in L.A. still.
Right.
He's in the Cato
His wife,
Kalin
Melanie.
track.
But he's got a great life.
Right.
And he loves what he's doing, and he looks at the way I work, and he says, I don't want to work like you.
Right.
And
Are you a workaholic?
Probably.
So he's lazy on top of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what you're saying?
He's got a great life. I sort of
are-
wish I had his peace of mind in a lot of ways.
Do you get to see your wife every night? Or are you one of these guys
much, yeah.
who casts his wife aside and doesn't really...
No.
Do you know your wife anymore?
She's not cast acidable.
She is not.
No, she's fantastic. Look, we met in high school. We're going to be. What year is this?
That's it. That's
it'll be 34 years this
you are,
June.
Wow.
Congratulations. I mean,
Thank
that
you.
is a major success story. And you still enjoy banging her, and you still enjoy the sex, right?
I think on the phone last time,
We
I
got
said,
into this a little.
I said that I was having sex while I was doing the interview.
That's a pro. That is a pro.
Well, it was actually that was a joke. Actually,
Your wife must be a spectacular person.
She's a great person.
She can hold your attention. I mean, you work with these beautiful actresses. I mean, it's one after another.
she's
you know you could be getting laid 99% of the time.
She's it wouldn't be the same, and she's fantastic.
The lovemaking is still as good.
That's great. Well, I mean, yeah.
And she still gets as excited over you.
Or she's a better actress than we all.
He's got to have willpower. Like, Ron is the kind of powerful guy to where it's like, I remember talking to Norm about this. If you're going to send
Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald,
right.
if you're going to send a
Show
woman
business
out,
expert.
if you're going to send a woman out to Hollywood,
Yes.
who's a friend of yours, the best advice to give him, look, if you're going to be a whore, be a smart whore.
Right.
Like, if you go on a movie set, know who to fuck. Don't fuck one of the actors. Don't fuck a writer ever.
Right.
Ron's the guy you fuck. Like, Ron is the guy you
Do
approach and fuck.
actresses throw themselves at you? I mean, you're a handsome guy. I mean, you're a nice-looking guy.
No, I get. In fact, I think I get along really well with all the actresses because they're just, you know, they.
Do you fantasize about them at all? I mean, it would be natural to fantasize. They say directors fall in love with their leading ladies. I mean, they have to a certain degree.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it discipline, or is it just that your marriage really is that great?
My marriage really is that great, and I also I wouldn't want to blow it. I wouldn't want to.
You don't want to give up what you have.
I wouldn't want to give up what I have for a second. And
prenuptial agreement? Not back then. I mean.
No.
Where'd you meet her? Was it
high school?
High school.
John Burroughs High School.
No kidding.
Yeah. Miss McBride's English class.
Did you get laid a lot during the Happy Days years, or was it just strictly your
we were
wife?
already together.
This is unbelievable.
He's going to get very upset now.
So you really were, you weren't Fonzie.
Yes, because you didn't take advantage of all your fame.
I mean, do you fantasize about what it could have been like if you hadn't got, I mean, the endless parade? It must be amazing.
Who was getting laid on that set? Tom Bosley?
Really? Sometimes I fantasize I'm you and what I could have had.
You know what I don't get about Ron, though?
What?
Why lead such a wonderful, because I'm a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Why lead such a wonderful, sinless life and then make these movies and go to hell?
To blow it on a movie.
Now listen, the movie is called Angels and Demons.
Right.
You know that Ron's a good director, so you should just go based on that. I mean, has he ever let you down?
A Beautiful Mind.
A Beautiful Mind.
Best movies ever.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's
unbelievable.
That's some movie.
Yeah.
What's with that maniac, Russell Crowe? What's he up to?
He wasn't throwing phones.
He's doing
on that
Robin Hood
set.
right now.
Is he doing Robin
with
Hood?
Ridley Scott for our company, for Imagine. Brian's producing.
No kidding.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. It's so cool. I mean, it's like the Gladiator version of Robin Hood because with Ridley Scott, you know, they're not making it whimsical or, you know, it's tough out there.
I would go see that.
It's really a
They're
good script.
actually acting like there were no conveniences back then.
It's a really good script.
And his accent's better than Costner's?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I would hope.
Have you ever had the experience, though, of working with an actor who had a difficulty, a real problem, and you really had to work with them, or, I mean, you know, either a substance abuse problem or, you know.
No, I've never had that.
Never had that.
I mean, I've had people probably who did, but they were functional while I was dealing with them, you know. So
yeah, I'm functional.
Are you good?
He works, first of all, he's working with the
gets good
top, the
people.
creme de la creme. He doesn't have to work with these crappy
sometimes, you know, I mean, even a Robert Downey Jr. has had his problems.
Yeah, but he's so
No,
great.
I've never had anybody who, you know, seemed to be losing it in that way. Or maybe a couple of like secondary characters where you sort of knew.
Do you think at this point you could put out a movie with an unknown actor? Because most of your movies, you have a guy like Tom Hanks or you have Russell Crowe. Because they're bankable. In other words, you know that if they're in the movie, you got a better shot at getting an audience in there. Would you ever go back to taking a chance with somebody who doesn't have any kind of...
Well, yes, I would. And, you know, and with you talked about Frost Nixon. I was really ultimately went with Michael Sheen and Frank Langella, who are known.
Right,
you know,
but they're not big
unknown.
box office
Not
guys.
big box office guys. And that was the right thing to do, and it got the Academy Award nomination.
I was disappointed in Frost Nixon just because I thought it was going to be about Otis Nixon, the guy in the Braves, the leadoff hitter.
Oh, yeah.
So life is good. We're excited. Angels and Demons coming out now. Now you're on the promotional tour. Where are you going after this?
We're finished. When the movie opens, I've been to France. I've been to Rome. We had a premiere in Rome, which was very interesting.
Did you go on Letterman?
No, I'm doing the top 10 list later this week, and Tom did Letterman the other day.
I see. So you're really out there pushing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah, listen, I'm excited to see it. In fact, they sent over a screener.
Yeah.
Which will make me a hero.
Yes,
because I will invite people over and I will have a
You'll
screening.
be screening a film.
Can I be one of those people? Or
No, I don't want
Okay.
to.
But Donnie Most and Anson are coming over.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm Howard's Donnie Most.
It's a star-studded screening.
Hey, Ron, can I just say something, Ron? I never pitch myself for movies.
I know what you're going to say.
Well,
you want to be in Happy Days in Space. Would you ever produce
I would
something?
love that.
Happy Days in Space.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, when I was on heroin, I got to work here every other day. Right?
Every other day. That's pretty good.
Ron.
And I'll wear whatever outfit you want. I'm not like that Jim Carrey jacket.
I am going to recommend to my audience to see Angels and Demons, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you've got credibility with me.
Well,
I know you're not may I say, shithead.
This is no hack.
They're just going to put out a bad
That's
movie.
a nice. Can we put that quote? Directed by a guy who's not a shithead.
You're a decent man. You obviously have an eye for a good movie. You know how to tell a story. So I can guarantee you it will be good.
Thank you. I think you'll like it.
And what is the movie tracking well, as they say? That
Yeah.
means you're on course to make how much? 100 million the first weekend?
What, here in the U.S.? No, not that much. But worldwide could be 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah. Listen.
It's all green, baby.
Artie
Who
will
knows?
teach you.
Do you and Brian Grazer trust each other so much? If you say he's working on something, do you trust each other so much that you just know it's going to be fine? And how often do you check the dailies of Robin Hood?
No,
you never do that.
No,
right?
but it's we trust each other and that we know everybody. We're both trying to do great stuff,
Right,
and
right.
in a business where it's impossible to bat 1,000. But what you do is you give it everything you got with stories you care about.
Right.
It's you're doing great, and I can't wait to see Angels and Demons. And everyone go see it. Opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. The great Ron Howard. There's so much even more to talk about. I mean,
Just
don't
skim
even.
the surface, didn't we?
Just skim the surface.
We don't know if he's ever banged a black chick.
He hasn't. I believe
He
his
never
wife.
had time.
Your wife's the only one you've had sex with, right?
And what's that wheel of sex back there?
That's what you're going to do here next time.
Okay.
Your next film, you come in, you spin it, and you do whatever's on the wheel.
Oh, is that the way that works?
You're going to change high-pitch Eric's diapers.
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to get a chocolate bandit from Sal.
I was avoiding one question, and I walked right into a
worse
deeper
one,
trap.
yes.
No, you've only had sex with your wife.
That's true.
Is that true?
Is that really true?
I would say that's true.
Wow.
You're
And
almost
meaning.
you're almost like Donny Osmond. I mean, it's some. I interviewed him once.
Yeah.
And he'd only had sex with his wife.
Right.
And I said, boy, I was kidding around with him. I said, she must give the best fellatio. He goes, I would never ask my wife to do that. I said, wait a second. You've never had a blowjob.
Right.
And he said, that's right.
That's right.
And he said, I won't ask my wife for one. She hasn't done it, and I'm never going to ask her.
Wait a minute, who said that?
Donny Osmond.
Oh, Donny Osmond.
Wow.
But Ron's edgier than Donny Osmond.
You think?
Yeah,
had
I
a
would,
blowjob.
I would, without being very specific, I would say we're a little more adventuresome than Donnie.
Ron, you never fucked Pinky or Leather Tuscadero?
Why not?
Now that was the fantasy.
Yeah. I bet it was for
Did anyone bang him? Henry, Tom Bosley, anyone? Marion Ross got in there? The kid who played your older brother who was there for 2 episodes?
Well, wait a minute. When you sit around and you look at their cast, what is this with Chachi and all the beautiful girls in Hollywood?
Kid's a player.
What a list. He ain't no Ron Howard.
That he was going to be the guy who was at the gateway to Hollywood banging every beautiful chick?
He was a handsome, charismatic guy and huge star in television for a long, long time.
But
and he's a good actor too. I mean, he actually is
but isn't it sad? I mean, I think he womanized a little too long.
You think so?
Yeah, I think at some point he should have matured and said, I've been through every Pamela Anderson type.
Right. Well, maybe he's doing that. Didn't he just have a kid?
Yeah.
No, you're not buying it?
I don't buy it.
Did he ever call you for advice or anything on that?
Yeah, we've spoken to him.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, a womanizing
He didn't
advice.
listen to a word I said.
No. Well, see, I'm gonna listen. Would you say put Leonard Nimoy in
every film?
I put Spider-Man in everything. Why not?
I have a different...
Spider-Man meets Angels and Demons. Why not? That's a huge success story. I don't know. I would do that.
When the
That's why they want-
franchise gets to that point, I think it's time to end it.
The Spider-Man code. I have a different outlook on. I have a different outlook on this relationship Ron has with his brother.
to me, if I were Ron, I'd be incredibly jealous of Clint because he's in one of the best episodes of The Odd Couple ever.
Yeah, he's done some good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor.
So to sum up, really, it is amazing that a guy in Hollywood who's attractive and wealthy and this and that has only had sex with his wife for his entire life.
It's
quite remarkable.
It's pretty remarkable.
Who's the attractive guy?
It's a real...
I'm sorry.
I thought you wanted to work with
You're
this
not
guy.
attracted to Ron?
This guy, Ron Redford over here? Are you kidding me?
Oh, you know what I mean. I mean, there's a certain beauty to that.
Well, I think so, and I'm grateful
sadness.
for it.
I'm not sure.
In Jersey, it's an incredible sadness.
Listen, you have a story to tell.
Anybody you haven't worked with that you want to?
So many.
Really? You're not going to name a name?
Well,
Howard Stern.
Hey, you were good in your movie.
I did a good job.
I went there not expecting much, and you were very, very good.
I showed sensitivity.
Yeah.
I was. You want to know something? I did win the Blockbuster Award for Best Newcomer.
Yeah.
Which is something Ron dreams of.
But I'll tell you what.
Right next to the Oscar.
Done, yes.
I believed. Now, you can laugh all you want. I deserved an Academy Award nomination for that film. All right. So anyway, let's see.
Isn't it true that
You said I could laugh all I want.
To respond.
Isn't it true that Bryce's monologue was Howard talking to Pig Virus?
It's true. That's how she got into Tish. But she did it nude, which is brilliant.
That's where I first saw 𝗦𝗵cie, who I then worked with on Cinderella Man.
As a matter of
he's
fact,
great.
yeah. I mean, I remember when we were testing for that part. We auditioned 𝗦𝗵cie 3 times. We weren't even sure, but Betty Thomas, the director, said, this guy's got something. And then when I started working with him, my agent said to me, this guy's going to be the biggest star ever. He's terrific.
He's great. He's
terrific. All right, look, enough about me. We could brag about my acting all day, but we won't. Okay. We're here to celebrate your
You won't
film.
name one name of somebody you want to work with, huh?
What?
Pam Anderson.
There's so many. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Would you ever work with
Johnny Depp? Loved to work with Johnny Depp.
What's the problem?
I just haven't found a script. I mean, Jack Nicholson. Love to work with Jack Nicholson. Meryl Streep.
What about this Paris Hilton? No interest in
Paris
I haven't seen the range yet in her performances that would...
Aren't you annoyed of those kinds of celebrities now, these reality star celebrities that have apparently no... Doesn't that bother you?
It's the antithesis of him, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the direct opposite.
People are very entertained by those shows and those people.
All right.
That's fair enough.
Those people.
Have you produced any of those shows? You don't have
No,
any.
our TV company hasn't gotten, but I think if we could think of a good one, we
Ron, good news. I'm on Paris Hilton's Twitter. She wants to work with you.
Let me see that.
I love the beautiful brain.
See Angels and Demons. That's what... Listen, Ron doesn't really care about any other of this. Quite frankly, he thinks this was a disastrous interview because we didn't spend 99% of the time.
You do keep mentioning Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons is a real story. In other words, told by a real filmmaker. And Ron needs you to go see this. Let's be honest. And believe me, you're not that busy. You can't go see this.
Hey, this weekend is the weekend to unbusy yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, spend 2 hours having fun. Big deal.
Yeah.
See Angels and Demons opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. Ron, we're honored to have you here. After all, you're very important, and we're very insignificant. And we'll be back right after these words.
Ron, how'd it go, man?
That was fun. The studio's great, and you do stuff on the Howard Show that you don't do anywhere else.
Now, Howard was a little concerned that you've only had sex with one woman.
He was a little bit thrown by that, I think, but not me.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed Ben Stiller as a guest, what a great guest he is, how he always comes in, he's an A-lister, loves the show, and he's pretty open about his life, and he tells us everything that's going on. We dig him. Check it out.
And we're going to talk about Ben Stiller, longtime friend of the show, Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he comes in to promote all his movies, and I think, listen, he's a big star. He likes us. You know, what more do you need?
Now, he and Howard seemed that their relationship was going someplace, and then I guess it dropped off.
I thought Ben said something that was really telling and not a joke today. He said, yeah, you sort of dropped the ball. And Howard goes, really? I thought you dropped the ball. And Ben said, well, when I didn't get the wedding invite, I figured I was on the outs. And I didn't think that was a joke.
I didn't think that was a joke either. Did you, Benji?
No, but I also didn't think I didn't think about it.
You don't have a thought on it, do you?
Yeah, I did think it was a joke.
How'd you think Ben looked today?
Skinny,
and his hair.
He had the funky hair.
Yeah. Do you think a couple people said he seemed depressed?
Oh, I got it. No, go ahead.
Do you agree?
I don't know. That's sort of his demeanor. He's sort of like the gets beat up, but he's a good guy. I mean, he's almost like the character in his movies. But he seemed a little downtrodden today.
Well, considering all his success, and he's been tremendously successful in movies, do you think he's a humble guy? I mean, is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I mean, you can be humble, but when they said that, when Ben said he doesn't know how many movies he's been in that have cracked 100 million, I was not buying that. I mean, you can be humble and still know that, because when you want to go in to negotiate a contract, I'm pretty sure you got to know what that is.
And today, I know he was promoting Night in the Museum, the next movie, but a lot of talk was about Tropic Thunder and the balls it really takes to make a movie like that.
I think he's really proud of that movie, as well he should be, because he's made some funny movies, but there's some people who go, oh, he makes light comedy, and that was a ballsy movie. And we were saying here today, imagine if you tried to make that movie and Sal was playing the black character instead of Robert Downey Jr. I always said about that movie, the reason why I loved it so much is because that could have gone horribly wrong. And it didn't. It was really well done and well written.
And he revealed that he'd been working on that for 20 years. That was a long-time project that he really wanted to do, and it came out great. And, of course, Downey gets nominated for the Academy Award, playing a guy who's trying to get nominated for an Academy Award.
I thought the second I saw that movie, I said he should be nominated because, again, that could have gone horribly wrong in the hands of another actor.
And I thought Jimmy did a great job just hanging during that whole interview, and then piped in in the appropriate places.
And where was that?
Well, I'll get to that. First, we got to get to Ben's marriage, which it seems like he's got a great marriage, 2 kids, everything's great. But he was very honest. He said, all marriages have ups and downs. And, of course, immediately it's like, what do you mean ups and downs? And then Howard brought up the Neil Patrick Harris thing, which, if you missed it, clip number 2, Ted, here's, this explains it.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I was it down. Could be one of the
said
downs.
he never had sex with a woman. He had sex with your wife.
Well, now,
and
I don't know if there actually was,
he says it was coitus.
You might not even know what that is.
And he said...
It was grosses.
He said... I knew then I was gay because if this is one of the most beautiful women in the world. If I can't get excited over her...
Well, he must have been
then
excited.
I must be gay, right? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, now, what do you think of this?
I'm, I don't know what to think of it. I mean, I don't know if it's a compliment, if it's a backhanded, whatever. I don't know. I'm happy that he's happy with his own sexuality. I'm glad that he's figured it out.
Did she break the news
to you? Had she told you that she
I knew that
had...
they had dated. I mean, I never delved in for the details.
Right.
What do you say to that?
So he's finding out for the first time today that Neil Patrick said that on our show?
No, he was aware of it, he said.
He was aware that they dated.
No, he was aware of what Neil Patrick Harris said when he came in. But still, how do you have that conversation with your wife? Or you don't even have that conversation.
Well, first of all, do you want to hear about any of the dudes that your wife banged before she met you?
No.
Okay. Then do you want to hear about the gay dude she banged who's like this really gay guy now?
No. But again, Ben knows what he's getting into when he walks into the Howard Stern show, and he rolls with things very well. The other thing he didn't want to talk about was Owen Wilson, and this is after talking about a bunch of different things in his personal life. But it seemed like Owen Wilson's attempted suicide was just hands off.
Well, they're really good friends. He probably doesn't want to talk about it, but he's like, I'm not going to talk about this, and he started to talk about it, and then it got really crowded in there, and he reeled back on it. But, I didn't think Howard was that out of line. He was sort of like, hey, you're directing a movie. You got just your life's work. It's a movie you worked on for 20 years. What do you do when a guy drops out?
Did you think that question was out of line, Benji?
No, not at all. And I didn't think. I thought Ben didn't handle it in a really good way. Like, I think he should. You know, if he doesn't want to talk about it, it's okay. I would respect that. But it just. He made it like it was this horrible thing that he made.
Well, the guy tried to kill himself.
No. That's horrible, but it's not crazy that Howard would say, like, how do you handle a situation like that?
Yeah, I think everybody's nervous when Howard brings up stuff like that, but I thought the question was a legitimate question. He probably said, hey, you know what, man, he's a great guy. We got somebody else for the movie. It was a tough time, and, we moved on.
Hey, it's 𝗦𝗵cie, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed one of my screw-ups in the Bob Levy spelling game, and then somehow the conversation went over to Robin and her talking too much. That was my opinion. That was constructive criticism, and after you see what I have to say, I think you're going to agree with me. So check it out.
Sal, I'm glad you came down here. I see your stuff in your face. I'll give you a second. But I know you apologized for the misspelling and you blamed Google and Gary and Robin and everything else, but ultimately you took responsibility for your mistake.
No, in an argument where one's right and one's wrong and it's Sal and Google, I think one is Sal, who was trapped in a pizzeria as a kid.
Hostage.
Hostage. And the other one is a company that recruits Harvard and Yale kids. So I don't know, Sal. It's
I think
a bad
you summed
matchup.
up. I think you summed it up right there.
But Sal, you did
Artie.
the greatest prank ever, you and Richard. It was vintage, you guys,
Oh,
and then
thank
you
you,
fuck
Art.
up 10 minutes later. So explain the fuck up. We don't care about the part.
Exactly. Why'd you blame Google?
Talk about your fuck
Because
ups.
when Google didn't work, I went to Gary.
But did you take responsibility for it?
Yes, absolutely. I do take responsibility. And, I did it in a way where when I wasn't sure about the word, I Googled it. But the thing is, at the time, I never noticed the top. It says, did you mean so-and-so?
Right.
I just I'll type in cemetery, and then if I see, and I'll scan the page, and if I see that spelling, I assumed I got it right.
So it gave you all the hits on the other idiots that spelled it wrong.
That's exactly it, right. So I found on Google all the idiots just like me, and I fucked up.
Sal, when we were talking about it, though, a bigger issue came up, I think, which Gary alluded to, which is,
Sure.
I don't know, did you hear what he said? He said that you're telling Gary that he's your boss and
Right.
everything, and then away from Gary, you're like, you know what, I'm
Well,
doing just fine.
I said on the air that I screwed up, and then when Howard just kept pecking at me, I said, this is a time for a good old-fashioned Baba Booey moment.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're
this is something
talking about
different. You're
off
not
the air.
listening.
People are
I'm not.
telling me off the air that you're going around saying, I let Gary think he's the boss, but I know who's wrong.
Oh, no. I might have said it in front of the camera, but Gary, that's definitely not true.
I wonder.
Hey, so who?
I wonder if you didn't go
Thank
to the,
you, Sal.
Gary.
I wonder if you didn't go to the Stuttering John School of Disrespect.
No, Gary, you know more than like even today when we put a game together, I specifically break it down. I make sure that you know.
Sal, if you're going to go to a Stuttering John school,
I would never go to that school.
You should go to the Stuttering John school of getting an insanely great job without any skills school.
You should go to the Stuttering John School of I can't remember where I put my wallet.
You should go to the post Howard Stern job placement school because he's the fucking master of that.
Gary, do you believe that Sal respects you at your job?
I think for the most part he does, but I think Sal is one of those guys, who will say whatever needs to be said, where it needs to be said to make himself look good.
Well, I don't know about looking good.
Yeah, he's a jerk off.
Right, yeah, they are. Yeah.
I was going for two things.
Yeah, but
I'm a
jerk
professional
off.
jerk.
I'm
Yeah.
a jerk off
Yeah,
too.
but-
So, Sal, just say you're being a jerk off when you fuck with Gary like that.
I agree. And you know what? It's funny. I wanted to bring something up about Stuttering John. In the beginning, I liked what Stuttering John did, but it came to a point where it wasn't funny anymore. It was just browbeating. It got a little.
Are you talking about me or anybody?
I'm talking about Stuttering John.
With anybody?
With you.
Oh.
But
look who's talking.
I know. No, but I think
the guy who built the wall of teeth in Times Square.
And I loved what John did and stuff to certain degrees, but I felt like it just wasn't funny anymore. It just was like it was mean-spirited. And believe it or not, I'm trying to pull away from that. Today, it's been a while since I broke Gary's balls, but when you have like Howard looking at you, I feel like a third grader in the principal's office.
It's rough getting yelled at by Howard because it's impossible to win an argument because he's a good arguer.
For straws and
sometimes you just got to own up to it.
And I did. But I'm grasping for straws, and he's giving me that look. It's like the fucking, it's like the Wizard of Oz looking down here with the flames coming up and everything,
Sal,
I'm shivering like the lion, and all of a sudden I'm just like, where do I go? Oh, okay, Baba Booey.
Sal, do you?
He's my saving grace.
Hold on.
Deflection.
Do you understand why Howard was so embarrassed and upset?
Because I made him look like an ass, and you don't make Howard look like an ass on the show. I mean, I screwed up. The guy is running a show. He's doing the best he can. He can't stop and think, and cover everything. He's running a show, and then all of a sudden, it's one of those things he glanced over, and I made him look foolish.
Now, will you be insulted if you get an email tonight where Beth said you put a post-it on your computer and you should check Webster's dictionary?
No, I won't be.
But another reason he was mad, Sal,
but that was funny.
From a comedy point of view, was it ruined the bit.
Right.
It ruins the bit if we can't spell, too, although Levy spelled existence, EXF, I think. But, so he looked really bad, but we look stupid too, so the bid is destroyed.
Well, we're one big happy stupid family. I was stupid.
No, we're not.
And the first thing
we have stupid cousins.
And the first thing
Sal.
The first thing you said when you walked in there was, "I know I'm stupid. I know you just." Do you feel like Howard just wanted to go down that road?
Yes, I wanted to kind of like cover my tracks by saying what he would say, so he would get it out of the way.
How did you know? How did you know what he was going to say?
Well, after a while working here, you kind of get the impression of what's going to happen. You kind of get a feeling of what he's going to say, and I knew what he was going to say as soon as he saw that, or whatever the fuck it is, and he called Gary, and Gary said, I knew. I mean, my heart just sunk. And I said, here it comes. Here comes the beating. It's been a while. And I walked in. It's
actually been a few days.
And it was like going to Bogey Land, like from March of the Wooden Soldiers. And I walk in there, and then sure enough, he just...
Sal with a great Laurel and Hardy reference.
Yeah, I was a big Laurel and Hardy fan.
And you smacked Robin a couple times, too.
It is like going to Bogey Land, though. It's
like
once
Buster Keaton and Seven Brides.
It's like Harold Lloyd hanging off the clock.
With Robin, look, I like Robin. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I love Robin, but I like Robin. But she's got to know her place sometimes. I mean,
what is her place?
Well, yeah, what do you
know
mean
what I
by
mean?
that?
Well, there's a pilot and there's a co-pilot.
Back of the bus, Sal? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's a long time ago.
But what is it? You mean, in other words,
Not
Howard's a
long
pilot?
enough, Sal.
Howard's a pilot. She's got to sort of pipe down?
In certain cases.
But like what? Like a case like where Howard's browbeating you?
Right. No, there's a time to speak. There's a time not to speak.
Are you saying Robin's interrupting a lot?
I'm surprised the bottom of Robin's sneakers are not on Howard's tongue. She steps on them so fucking much sometimes.
I agree.
I'm surprised you don't have track marks all over his fucking face from her Reeboks, because she sometimes just keeps interjecting. It's like, hey, you're going to fucking spew your garbage at 10 o'clock for 45 minutes. Get it all out then. Hold back a little bit.
You're calling the news garbage?
No,
That's
I'm
spewing?
just a figure of speech. Spew her stuff or whatever.
I feel like we're all like cannibalizing each other now. Like we're all like this.
Well, we're not.
Like we're all like, he's yelling, Artie's talking too much. He's yelling, Robert's talking too much. I feel like come on, we used to be a family. What happened?
I'm trying to.
This is family, Gary.
Do you mean we're all eating each other?
It's a dysfunctional family.
I know, but I feel like we're tearing each other down.
I know. Well,
but
listen,
even Artie agrees.
It is weird, Gar. Lately, there's been negativity on the Howard Stern show.
I can't believe. No, I mean, Robin.
So wait, you said at 10 o'clock Robin should do her thing. So from 6 till 10, do you think she should just sit there?
No,
knowing that she's got the last hour.
No, but she should know her place. Like
she's like the number 9 hitter.
To me lately. I mean, if I love Robin, I'll give her constructive criticism right now.
I thought you said.
All right. You want me to tell the truth?
Wait, no. You didn't say.
I love
you
Robin.
Didn't say, you
this
said,
is not a diss. This is not negativity.
Let's hear what he has to say. What do you have to say?
Hold on.
I admire Robin. I look up to Robin. I pinch myself every day that I'm working with a great person on the Howard Stern show.
You look up to Robin because she's taller than you.
But if I may give her some constructive criticism, like she would for me, somebody you care about.
Okay. What is your constructive criticism?
Slow down on chiming in. Slow it down, Robin. Slow it the fuck down. When there's a guest on and Howard's mid-sentence in a question and she chimes in and she just demolishes that question with something from left field, sometimes it makes my hands crunch into a fist. Just take it easy on chiming in so much. Think about what you want to say. Think if it's that important to interrupt Howard Stern when you say it, and then take the approach, whether you're going to do it or not. She has a tendency sometimes to get real. She's become a pig on the mic. The micro, like a hog, hogging it up. Just take it easy. Don't be so piggish on the mic.
When did you start?
Slow it down.
When did you start feeling this way?
Jeez,
1982?
No. I would say, recently, about 7 months ago, somebody sent in an email, and Howard read it, that Robin is chiming in a lot. She's not chiming in. She's stepping on Howard a lot. And Howard read it, and I remember that week she really piped down a lot. And you know what? She was brilliant, and I loved her, and I still love her. But she's got to know her role. You can't have too much of everything. You're going to turn people off. Slow it down, Robin. Just slow it down a little. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart in a kind manner. Just take it easy.
So let me ask you a question. The 28 years or 28 or 29 years of chemistry that Howard and Robin have together, you're saying that she's veering off from that?
I think she's really good at what she does, but I think she's becoming so confident that she's Robin Stern. You're Robin Quivers. You're the sidekick. You're the co-pilot. Wait for the pilot to make the move, and then listen to him and know your role. Know your place. You know what I mean?
Hi, this is Fred Norris for the Howard Stern Show. Guess what? On the wrap-up show for Wednesday, we had a very exciting talk about Jesse James, the outlaw bike builder. We spoke about what a great guy he was. We spoke about how he was willing to build Howard a custom-made chopper, which could run up to $100,000 in cost. We talked about, this is almost as long as the wrap-up show. Why don't you should watch it instead?
Our in-studio guest today was the one, the only Jesse James. And did you know a lot about Jesse James coming into this, Gary?
Knew nothing about him.
Really?
In fact, I mean, here's what I knew about him. That he used to be married to Janine, that he had something to do with motorcycles. I wasn't sure what. And that he's married to Sandra Bullock. But my first hint that he was more than just a guest came when our very own program director, Tim, came in and said that was his hero. He said he goes, "You're my hero." And I didn't understand exactly what he meant. And now as everyone called in, I realized, like, if you're into motorcycles, he's the guy.
Well, it's not only that, Gary. That's when Tim encountered you. You didn't see Tim jumping and running down the hallway to get to see Jesse James. I mean, he was just he had stars in his eyes.
Yeah, he said Tim told me he was nervous meeting Jesse James. And I was a bit of a dick. I felt really bad. He goes, "Jesse, I just got to tell you, you're my hero. You're unbelievable. I think the world of you." And I go, "That's so funny," because that's what he said to Arlen Specter last week. Because it's true. He likes Arlen Specter, too.
Now, does Jesse James come off as a badass at all?
No. I mean, I didn't know much about him, but he's got a really good vibe. He just seems like a good guy. He's like sort of, I read the notes on him, and I see he's been through some crazy shit, but, he doesn't look like he's going to kick your ass, except for all the tattoos going up and down both arms. But he seems like a sort of a gentle guy, and I don't know. I think he came across as really nice.
And Tim wasn't the only one who was excited. Fred was happy about it, and I think Fred's going to drop by. But Robin was also very excited to meet Jesse James.
Is that the titties were out for him? Is that what the deal was?
That's the rumor that was going around. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
The truth is the titties were out. Whether for him or not, I don't know.
Right, that may not have been the reason. But had you seen him at all on Celebrity Apprentice?
No, in fact, I only heard a couple of clips. I heard one clip that JD had pulled for when Dennis Rodman was here, where Dennis Rodman went off on him. So, in fact, I thought I knew what he looked like, and I was completely wrong. I don't know why. I thought he was Ricky Rackman. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vision I had in my head. Jesse James, I don't know, all those West Coast guys that were married to porn stars. So I probably couldn't even pick him out of a lineup before today. But again, really nice guy.
I mean, he's a lot different on Celebrity Apprentice based on the way they put it together. And you got to hear, he spoke more here than he did in the entire season. And I thought he was pretty charming. Did you like him on the show today, Benji?
Yeah, I think he was very likable. It was funny. I like how pissed he got at Ralph, though. It was like he's such a nice, friendly guy, but like Ralph really got him. Like he looked like he was like ready to start punching someone.
Well, one, that's Ralph's expertise, as we all know, and two, you don't want to mess with this guy, and he talked about that a little bit. He doesn't want to put that out there because he's challenged a lot, because he's known to be a pretty tough customer.
Takes one swing at me, I'll have all that miscongeniality money.
And miscongeniality too.
Exactly.
Don't forget that. Now, before we get to Sandra, we got to talk about Janine. He didn't really talk a lot about their marriage, but you could tell it was a rough ride.
Yeah, he kept calling it his nuclear disaster, which is, you never want to have your relationship